Totoro. What are you talking about? You are our Totoro. What was I gonna say? Oh, huh? Ricky. Oh yeah, Tricky was like riding Gruff around for a while yesterday. That was pretty amazing. Shoot, he was like a freaking a turret on top of. Shut up. Yeah. Okay, stream manager. Stream manager. Iskra, what time are you off tomorrow? Okay. Okay. Well, because then I thought about if I say anything for tomorrow's like thing. Okay. We were talking about doing a No Man's Sky adventure thing, but doing that over the stream because Iskra has like 1,001 facts about the universe that you will never know until something comes up, and it's like freaking amazing. Plus, we've been playing in VR, and so I feel like that'll be entertaining to like. It's so fun. But your computer, I don't know if you're. What? Oh, you mean no? Yeah, if you mean on the PlayStation, it has to be the PSVR. Even if it is, yeah, I know. But I mean, as far as like computer, like if you eventually got a computer to where you could run No Man's Sky on there, that's crossplay. Your computer would just be like, I think not. It's pretty great. I still haven't. That's like. Yeah. Henry Grubgrass. Consent, please. Yes. Oh, they can hear me. They can hear me. Hello, everybody. No, it's just me. Hooray. Well, hello. Well, hello. There we go. We are
Why,
functional.
Hi, everybody.
Oh,
wait,
no.
wrong character.
Wrong
Oh
person.
no.
He's
wrong
stuck.
character. Ugh.
Yeah.
Rick.
Tricky. Incidentally,
Oh.
I used to have a coworker named Tricky, and she had a slightly higher pitched voice, but was just as equally something.
She was like Kristen
She was
Chenoweth.
Something.
She was something. All right.
New
Yes, they
subscriber.
should be able
That's
to. Yeah. They should be able to hear us now.
Okay.
Type 1 if
me
you can
check.
hear us.
Sound check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 12. All right. Well, welcome to the long-awaited 98th episode of 98th session of Game of Santos.
Hi.
Hi. Well, we are back and ready to rock and roll, kind of, in a way. We are going to be down a Renan, but our lovely Iskra is going to be helping co-pilot him and his, wing rivalry with Galil.
I'm gonna try to do the best I can.
There you go. That's all we ask.
Yes.
That's all we ask. That is all we ask. It's and
It's
if
not
he,
the same.
It's not because he's got like a chip on his shoulder. And I don't know if I can quite get that.
Go to the
Canon,
kitchen.
he has a chip on his shoulder. Single Doritos that is just there forever.
Doritos.
All right. Well, before we, completely just go off the rails there, let us get started.
No.
So, the Brigade of 8, having found themselves in the clutches of one Amaranth, a diviner within the order of the Thayan Red Wizards, a master surgeon. Not really. No, not at all. And definitely Kindred's best friend. Has taunted you somewhat, and as you guys had reacted to the assault on Silvery Moon that is currently going on, that is currently being headed by forces ZB as well as Aelin, as far as your knowledge is concerned. As you were expecting Kindred to be put on the chopping block, and the attack kind of went off at that around that same time. You guys used that momentum to go ahead and make an offensive within the Vault of Sages. Sorry, that was just I was just like, I just was noticing a face was getting bigger and bigger, and I was like,
That hurt.
thing, yeah. You had then had a large food fight in the food hall. Took out some guards and a couple of the attendants, which had turned out to be some sort of magical constructs, apparently. You had then made your way through a couple of hallways, sneaking past some of the roving or patrolling guards, had found yourself in the main entry hall in the front of the Vault of Sages, where apparently a ritual was taking place to maintain some sort of shield or barrier around the school, keeping it magically sealed off from the outside while also magically sealed from the inside. Having decided that, not knowing what the ritual was at the time, you guys had just went ahead and jumped in there and caused all manner of chaos, after which you had successfully disrupted the ritual. The shield had fallen and the barrier dropped, revealing the large the glass entry hall, and beyond it the city of Silvery Moon ablaze and apparently under some sort of assault or siege, with a large dragon flying overhead. All the while, our lovely druid Soul, who had gone into weasel form / MI6 agent, had infiltrated the airship of the Fang, and while you had been there, had tried to set off a little bomb that you had set previously within the control panel. Having been spotted in weasel form and chased around by apparently fuzzy creature-loving deckhand, you finally had enough of his shenanigans, summoned a giant Quetzalcoatlus, and as it had dove in, you had gotten onto its back and taken off from the deck of the ship. And it is... What?
I also changed my form to look like the attendant.
Oh, yeah.
So
No.
that
Oh, I'm aware.
so that they could see me doing that on purpose.
All right. So, we're actually going to start with that. Let's see. Okay, here we go. So, as you had leapt onto the back of this giant reptilian flying creature, and it soared up over the center garden area here within the Vault of Sages. You are on its back and flying up. What are you doing? The last thing you had done was, before you had jumped on, was you had kind of snapped some fiery prestidigitation in the general vicinity,
Right.
trying to aim for those bombs you had set.
For
so-
the
so
webbing.
So what are you doing now that you are like on this back? It's like, "Ah!" It's the best I could do.
I'm giving it direction to fly over that mage castle thing,
Okay.
to get away from line of sight of the people on the airship, and as I'm coming around over the top, I'm wanting it to land on the other side.
Okay. So as you get to the top, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Okay. $13.
13. All right. So as the large bird just flies up and over the rooftop, barely skimming past the top, you notice that as this is happening, the shield that is around the school starts to flicker and fade. The darkness that had covered it like some weird smoky haze is now starting to fade, and you can see parts of the school once again. Flying up and kind of just doing a quick loop around as it kind of gains height before coming back over the side. You look down over at the Fang, and you do see that there is smoke coming out of the cabin, the bridge of the Fang. There does seem to be some smoke that is starting to billow out from there. To what extent is all going on? I'm not sure yet, but perhaps we will find out soon.
Okay.
So, at that point, then, Mr. Flighty Dinosaur is just gonna fly back over to the other side. Also, with that perception, as you kind of look that way, you kind of look back over to the rest of the city. You see that there are several points within the city itself where smoke is already rising and fires can be seen. One coming from the High Palace itself. Some of the others, a couple of points scattered throughout Silvery Moon, including one large one where you can see what almost looks like flaming arrows like flying over outside of the city, beyond the wall of the city. On top of that, you also see the white dragon that you had watched launch itself from the back of the Fang, as it is currently flying overhead and landing on one of those spots where there is fire. And you can see that from the distance of where you're at. So,
Okay, can I take a mental note of like where on this city more or less it's currently at?
currently,
Okay.
yes. you want me to tell you, or just want to take a mental note?
No, yeah, just mental note.
Okay. All right. So what are you doing?
So now I'm looking for a part of the wall on the other side that maybe has windows or makes it look like it's that I could do a little bit of damage to its structure. I want to puncture a hole into the side of the wall.
Are you talking the wall of a wall of the school, or the wall of the school? Okay.
Yep. Basically, where I'm thinking everyone else is at least somewhat close to.
Okay. Go ahead and make another perception check. We'll do that one for the initial kind of like looking around as you get a perspective. Now you're focused on trying to find a good spot.
Right. Okay. All right. It's a natural one.
Yay! So at the moment you can't. The shield is still fading. So it's starting in. It's like as it's starting to come down. It still hasn't quite given you enough of a vantage point. You can see on the top of the roof. There are a couple of Thayan guards that are kind of moving to the edges of the rooftop, facing outwards, trying to like see what might be approaching the vault at the moment.
Okay. At some point, I'm going to want to try to land on the other side.
Okay.
Mostly the reason being is because I don't want to get too much attention from the dragon.
Okay. Right.
Wherever it is.
Yeah, and it's not terribly close, but it's not like way off in the distance either. So, right, you're not wanting to get too high up to where you could be seen in that aspect. So you do kind of like a quick flyover of the entirety of the school, and you do see that the let's see, this would be the south wall. No, I'm sorry. The western walls of the building are these large windowed hallways that you can kind of see through to a good degree to each of the levels of the school. They have like these long wall panels. It's kind of like you've seen like the go-between hospital buildings where it has like it's just made of glass basically, you know. So it's kind of like that. It extends top to bottom of the 4 floors there.
Cool.
There's also a large windowed structure on the front of the school. This you would know from having kind of seen it as you guys had walked in. But there is a large windowed structure there on the front of the school.
And then from where I came from, where the airship was, that was like an enclosed sort of like garden area, right?
Mm-hmm.
This other side, is that more of an open that extends to the rest of the city?
So the Vault of Sages sits in the south bank, and it's surrounded by a couple of other large, I hate to use the term palatial estates, but they're rather large structures because it's all kind of it's almost like a university where it has different school buildings that are close by. So they're not, Vault of Sages is like the largest one, but there's a couple of other large ones that the Vault of Sages kind of was the library / central building for the school here in Silvery Moon. So there's a couple other large buildings. There's a bunch. It's like a really well gardened / kind of well landscaped area. There's lots of trees and things in this area too.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, so you're gonna move to, or where are you wanting to put down at the moment?
I'm thinking. Okay, so you know where I was in the balcony as a weasel, right?
Yeah.
On the other end of that, but on like the ground floor.
Okay, so on the outside of that, but on the ground floor. Okay.
Yeah.
So that
I'm
would
trying
put
to
you in the
think of,
front that would put you in the front of the building. So you'd be like the front of the building faces the north, and so it faces the rest of the city. But there's still enough obstruction in front of it to where you can find a spot to kind of hide between, to keep you out of sight.
Okay. basically what I'm trying to do is get somewhere close enough to where I'm thinking everyone else may be, like where the dinner tables and all
Okay.
that was.
Yeah, this would be on the general same side of the building,
Cool.
as where like your rooms are and the like. So we'll just say that you go ahead and land somewhere on that other side.
Yeah.
Sound good? Okay.
That's good.
In the meantime, those of you on the inside, go ahead and
Top of the round.
yeah. So, you guys here on the inside, what are you guys wanting to do? You've seen now there's this shield wall has started to drop, and those of you standing out here in this main area, more than likely, honestly, it's just basically Saunders, the only one who has seen this at the moment. You can see that light is starting to come through from the windows that are here in the vicinity, like back there and stuff, but they're still curtained and things, but there's still, you can see that there's bits of light that are starting to come through. And now the main area there in front, you can see a bunch of light coming from there.
So we're still in combat order, right?
Well, yes and no. We're gonna have to re-roll initiative. So,
Yeah.
I wrote it down if you want it.
it's fine.
Okay.
Oh, you have everybody's written down?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, because it's not gonna have the enemy's initiative was
Yeah, but you kept them all together because I just have guard times 6, and then wizards was after them.
okay. So what was yours?
First is Renan, then Aliquin.
Well,
then
what was the
Khalil.
number though?
Oh wait, like initiative?
Yeah,
Roll?
initiative numbers. Yeah.
Oh, that I didn't have. I just have the order of which we all went.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine. We'll just re-roll. It's okay.
Okay.
So reroll
since-
initiative.
yes. Plus,
All right.
the sight of everything that's going down kind of paused battle long enough.
To do a soft reset.
Yeah.
How many more enemies are still active?
Currently, you have 7 here on the floor in front of you.
Okay, that's fine.
4 wizards and 2 soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
3
This
soldiers.
is fine.
3?
You have 2 that
Oh,
are right
yeah.
here, and then there's one on the far side over. All right, Kindred.
16.
16.
I mean
Uh,
17, sorry.
17. All right, that's fine. Galil.
Need one.
1.
21.
Oh, 21.
Oh,
I
I
heard
was
just
like-
1. I was like, oh. Okay. Aliquin.
19.
Nice. Oh, I almost put 199. Sonder.
Yes.
Ow!
Fuck him up.
15.
Iskra.
Far worse than before. In fact, Renan actually tied. We are both 11, and his initiative is higher than mine.
Okay. And then Soul. Go ahead and roll for yours.
Oh, now it does a natural 20.
Nice.
Nice.
So that's 23.
Awesome. Okay. So let's see. 1, 2. Alrighty, so let's bring. Oh. Alright. Alright, so top of the round then. We have Soul, which you said you were landing out in the front, correct?
Right.
Alright. Anything that you're wanting to do while you have landed up over there?
I'm going to try to pay attention to that shield, magic wall thing, and
Okay.
also look to see if I can discern a better spot to puncture a hole.
I will say that from where where you landed, the vantage point of like the best place to break a hole, you do see that front entrance Whereas basically like it's like one of those fancy building skyscrapers that the whole front entry hallway is just kind of like completely made of glass. So you can see that front hall is just perfect target, as it were.
Yeah, it certainly sounds perfect. It's gonna get destroyed.
All right. So anything you're wanting to do, or?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna bust down the shit out of that thing.
Okay. So seeing the target there, let's see. I'm just gonna move this a little bit. There we go.
You sound like the star quarterback talking about his date on prom night.
Oh no.
Wow.
Well, you know, this beast that I have is huge.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Just saying.
Okay. Well, there we go. That's how it goes, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So, as you like take off once again in the air, you just kind of make this one big swooping motion in that front area. Sonder, you see this like quick movement of shadow pass in front of the window, and it's just for that quick moment before the Quetzalcoatlus like goes up, kind of squeezes itself in, and then just dive bombs straight into the glass there in front of you guys.
Though I'm gonna think it's a dragon, so I'm gonna freak out.
It's a dragon! It's always a dragon! Okay, so go ahead and make a strength check for the Quetzalcoatlus, if you wouldn't mind. Now that I've learned how to say it, I cannot stop saying it.
Oh, I
He's
hope
had
it
2 weeks
doesn't
of
like.
practice.
Do you want me to do a
You can do like an
I
attack
do-
roll. I mean,
Okay,
does it have like a beak or something?
So it has a dive attack, a flyby, and a bite action.
Okay, so we'll use the dive attack then.
It says
Noise.
if it dives at least 30 feet, would you say it did?
Yeah.
Target and then hits with a bite attack. The attack deals an extra 10 3d6 damage to the target.
Oh,
Extra-
snap.
Oh shit!
I'm confused. It says 10 and then in parentheses
Bite the
3d6.
glass so
10
hard.
is just the average. So it's 3d6. So you would
Okay.
roll 3d6.
Okay. So then a bite is a melee weapon attack, but if I'm not mistaken, with my ability, it counts as a magical weapon too. And so +4 to hit.
All right. I mean, it's a large glass structure. I'm pretty sure you're gonna hit it.
It's not
18?
moving.
Oh no, what do you know? You don't. You just smash into it like a bug on a windshield.
Yeah.
A really epic dive bomb, and it just like
Snaps its neck.
Snaps his neck.
oh no! That would be
Like
so
Cancels the spell.
what
right.
was that dodo bird from those cartoons? What did it
Um,
Ice Sage?
maybe.
No, it was the old cartoons.
The
like
old cartoons. Oh.
Oh, Roadrunner?
Yeah,
Maybe.
maybe.
Mimi.
Um.
Well, the
Okay.
vulture was like a
So let's see here.
So
I felt
I
like
need to
that
do-
definitely hits. So go ahead and roll damage on that.
Okay. So starting off, it's going to be 3d6 plus 2 piercing. That's 9 so far, and then an extra 3d6. $21 total.
Nice.
Nice.
So, as you fly into this large glass wall, you see Sonder, the glass wall that's kind of there in front of you just blows outwards with this large like explosion of. Oh, that was like literally just an explosion. How about this one? How about this? Nope, that's terrible. This is like the worst. Yeah.
It's
There we go. How about there? There we go. Just like everything just goes flying everywhere. Yeah, I was like, this said crockery cataclysm. I was like, oh, this sounds great. And it's just like, one glass.
Yeah.
A single pane of glass just falls out and
Followed by
shatters.
the big explosion.
Followed by
noise.
the
It's
big
perfect.
explosion noise. Yes. And into this space, we'll just say that you're still probably flying, unless you like make a dexterity check for the Quetzalcoatlus. Let's see if he just like stays flying or if he just like full on dive bombs into the center of this thing.
Yeah. Okay. That's a natural 20.
Okay, so it stays
Hey.
flying.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. So what I'm going to use is I have
think
this
it's
lovely
graceful as
large
fuck.
flying creature that is now.
Yay.
I'll just
It's
put it right here.
reptilian.
Yeah, it's reptilian, exactly. And we'll put
Mm-hmm.
a nice little soul kind of there on his
Use a-
back. You know?
It's a rubber band.
Yeah, I don't have any rubber bands or anything, so you know, I'm not that fancy.
It's the link between the two.
Yeah, I was gonna try and find some like little putty or whatever, but if I could get him to just balance. Oh, there we go. He's balanced on the wing. Look at you
Nice.
go. So as you just fly into this center area, the glass goes scattering in all directions. Everyone kind of just immediately assumes the worst. You know, Sonder jumps to the ground screaming, and just kidding. I saw a woman scream and I couldn't help myself. So,
Yes.
so everybody just kind of like takes cover for the moment and kind of dives off in different directions.
Would you say that would almost attempt to break my concentration?
Roll an intelligence check for me. I don't think, probably not. It was pretty
It's your call.
startling. Yeah, it was pretty startling, but I don't think it'll be that bad.
So yes on intelligence or no?
But go ahead and just do the intelligence, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. Got a 10.
10. I would say you're fine.
Okay.
It's like right down the middle, so it's it's pretty right in the middle. All right, so
Like it almost fades out and then it comes back.
yeah, you're just like, oh god, what was that? It startles you, that's for sure. But not enough to cause you to lose concentration or have
Do
to
I
try and
see
double
them?
that. In that quick moment, you see some Thayan wizards and some of the red wizards, a couple of the guards. You probably would have maybe seen for a brief moment Sonder there in the front, but everybody else is kind of off to the side in the hallway, and you just crashed through a glass wall, so probably not the first thing you would have noticed.
Okay. Am I able to use Spice Murmur?
Sure.
Hey guys, I made a hole. Can we leave now?
I've seen that. Yeah.
All
All
right.
just streaming in the background.
Everyone's just like, check everyone, die! Yeah. All right. So that being said, so the next one in line? Let's go ahead and continue on then. The next one would be Galil.
I'm gonna go in to go to that wizard right there.
This one up here.
Yeah, at 30
Alright.
feet of movement.
So.
Watch the ice.
Yeah, I know, right?
And I'm also gonna bring Finn
Finn?
up to where I was.
Okay. So.
Or actually, yeah, bring Finn to me too. Actually,
All right.
60 feet of movement for him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that should be fine. Put him right up there behind you. All right. Now what?
And then I'm gonna pull out the rapier
Okay.
and start wailing on this guy with it.
Nice.
Ready? Again. Go for it.
The first one is 25.
25. That hits.
Second one is 18.
That one also hits. Quick stabby stab. Or stabby stab stab.
So the first one is 6 plus 3, 9 damage for the first one.
9 damage. All right.
Nine.
And then second one is 6 damage.
6. All right. Alrighty. So as you stab forward, you can see the mage there that had kind of like shielded himself from the blast of glass that just kind of covered the entire front area. Didn't see you as you were like coming up behind him, and just you completely got a couple of those good hits in. But as he like takes his stabs, he's like yelps in pain and turns around to you, and he's now aware that you are behind him.
And
All right.
then the bonus attack, I'll use the 2-weapon fighting and hit it again.
Nice.
Okay. Nice.
I just don't add my modifier, right?
Right.
Yeah. So 9.
And this time, as you
misses.
like go for the next, like you go into strike, the mage manages to bring up this like lattice work of shielding enough to block in that moment. All right, so then that ending your turn.
Yep.
Aliquin, it is now your turn,
Who is the guy directly in front of me?
and then Kindred, you are coming up after that. The one directly in front of you is one of the Thayan warriors.
Okay. Has he been damaged before? Like, does he look burned at all?
This one had been a little bit, but
Okay.
how, to what degree? I mean, he's taken some hits, but
Okay.
he looks ruffled.
I see this giant bird-looking at thing
Yeah,
come through the
I mean,
window.
this-
That
apparently,
that's-
according to the images, it's about the size of a giraffe. So imagine a giraffe like flying in the air. And as this
Completely,
air is
like-
just
completely startles.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then with his neck.
yeah.
I do my attention back to the guy directly in front of me, and I do just regular firebolt at him.
Okay.
And how long did my the bonfire
I was
actually
gonna
last?
say it's how you tell me how long does it last?
It only lasts for.
As long as
It only lasts for a minute.
Okay,
yeah,
I mean it's still going then.
Okay.
Is
So I'm
it
just gonna do, like,
concentration?
it is, but it only lasts for a minute. I think a
Right.
minute's
Well,
already been up.
minute's like 10 rounds, so it was
oh,
not.
okay.
We had gone
We
like
good.
3.
Oh, Sofel.
Oh, so
no,
I
so-
heard something.
He jumped down heroically. To
Yeah.
Yeah, 3-point landing. 3-point landing. There we go.
In my view, it looked like a technical like glitch. Like he was there, and then
They just look-
and then suddenly he was on the floor. Like, oh,
Yeah, totally.
I didn't see the frame in between.
It's showing you the future.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
This is all that could be. Oh no!
I'll make a dexterity roll to get.
So yeah,
All
so I'm
right.
just gonna do just a regular firebolt at the guy just directly in front of me.
All right, go for it.
So
Ultra ball.
Right. Let's see.
Boot.
All right, 17.
17 hits.
Okay, for damage. Just 9.
9. All right. So 9 points damage. We'll add to that. Excellent. All right. So as you fire off that firebolt, he brings up his shield.
See.
So he kind of had brought his shield up to help block the glass. It was already kind of up in the same direction. He like holds it across, but you can see that the fire doesn't quite. As it hits him and the shield. So it wasn't like he brought it up in time to really deflect it like he had been hoping. And you can see some of his eyebrows look like they've just kind of got singed
got it
pretty
there.
much off. Yeah, he is going to
Okay.
need some pencil work after this.
Ooh, poor thing. And after that, I'm actually gonna take 10 feet over to my right.
To your right, there is currently an Iskra in there. So you're moving to the other side.
Yes, other side of Iskra.
All right. Excuse me.
Excuse me.
All right. All right.
good day.
I said good day.
Iskra, no.
What? Anything else you're wanting to do, or is that it?
Oh, that is just it.
That's it. All right. So that brings us up to Kindred. What are we doing?
Seeing the giraffe crash through the window. Like, what the fuck? Like, oh, okay.
What sound does a giraffe make?
I don't know.
It sounds like
Yeah, I just know it makes a really big tongue noise. That's all I know.
So
That was
can
on.
we
That was on
pivot the
stream.
camera so that way we can see how far away Sonder is from the group now.
Wait, what did you say,
Oh,
Kendrick?
yeah,
Sorry.
that noise.
Can you move the camera so we can see how far away Sonder is from the group?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Let me just.
oh yeah, I'm over there, like
Yeah, he's on the other side.
surrounded by 2 people.
So like how
Three
far away
people,
is he
actually.
from the
He-
Quetzalcoatlus?
From the
Oh, shit.
Quetzalcoatlus, he is probably about 30 feet or so.
Okay.
Yeah, he's about 30
So-
feet from the Quetzalcoatlus right now.
Okay, so seeing that, I'm just gonna.
Well, to see it, you would need to move a little bit from your line of sight, because you
Well,
have
yeah,
a wall.
but I know he's there.
You know that something happened out there.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
yeah, because line of sight, you would need to move. You can move to like there, and then to give you a full sight of the whole thing.
Okay. Instead of that, I'll move up 1 square.
Okay.
And that would do the same thing, right?
Yeah, you kind of peek
Okay.
around the corner.
So then I know Sonder went over that way, seeing this mage dude and giant giraffe, and I'll be like, and I'm just gonna take off running and go at the feet of the giraffe.
Okay. So let's see.
I have movement at 30 feet.
So 10, 20. You can go. up
I would have went the other way around if I can, because I don't want to go right in front of the
Yeah.
Yeah.
that soldier
So
guy.
yeah. Well, there's only this. Like there is this space, so you have like this
Oh,
little
'cause I thought Finn
alleyway of
was,
going.
was like a small creature. I can't.
Oh, you're wanting to go along the wall here?
No, just like that way, but then cut it at an angle up to the giraffe.
So there is the wizard here, the
Yeah.
red wizard, and there's a guard here. You can either
Yeah.
go, like,
Yeah,
yeah,
that,
I would like you to go
and
along
then-
this wall here.
But then once I get past them, then go up, if
Okay.
there's any movement.
For
15,
narrative
20,
speak, we can
25.
say that
30.
Finn's
I mean,
still up in
yeah,
the air
Finn-
flying.
Yeah, that wasn't Finn being there. I just didn't realize he was wanting to go up along the wall. So going this direction then.
And that's 30 feet.
Yes.
Damn.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that kind of fucks me.
Dash.
Okay. Seeing I can't quite make it and not doing what I want to do, just peering through the giraffe legs, I'm gonna cast magic missile at one of the wizards.
Sure. On the other side.
Yes, it's 120 feet range.
Thank you.
To the
I needed
side.
Roll
it.
for that damage. Pikachu uses Swift.
Wait, so you said there was 3 of them all around
Well,
me?
there's
Yes.
the 2 mages and then the soldier right in front of you.
Oh
There's
shit.
2 mages. Yeah, and the soldier right there.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get to you.
Yeah.
That'll be okay. I'll just like try
Die.
to get away. Or die, yeah.
Or just die. There we go. Oh, you can kind of see a little better from this angle.
So I do 12 damage.
To which one are you aiming for? This one on the left? or the one on the right?
I'm sure on the right is the one that I can see better, so I'll hit the one on the right.
Okay. Because right now, Quetzalcoatlus person is in the air, so
Yeah.
you still have. Let's say it's like right about there.
Some,
Oh,
like,
and in that case, does one of them look like it's more hurt or like?
At this point, you couldn't really see anything.
Okay, I'll stick to
Much.
the one on the right.
Is my silence and Renan's Foghouse still on, or?
No, they got dispelled.
Okay. I was trying to remember that.
Yeah. All right. So that guy. You said 14 damage.
12.
12 damage.
Wait. Yeah, 12. Sorry.
Very good. All right. So you fire off those magic missiles as you make a quick calculation, and they go flying around in the air, kind of beating around the giant flying dinosaur, and avoiding anything terrible that could have happened from that. Let's see. I found it yesterday. Here we go. They go flying across and strike into the mage on the other side. Nice. That was a good amount of little damage you did there. Anything else you wanted to do, or is that it?
And I just kind of want to pivot so that way I can see the mage directly to my left.
Right.
So he can't surprise me with anything, but still keep an eye on Sonder if I can.
Correct. Alrighty. Anything else?
That'd be it.
All right. That actually brings us to that mage's turn. His attention now fully squared on Galil. He is going to reach out and attempt to just like well, that was a front hand. Backhand you. With his hands there. So that was going to be a 12 to hit. That hits. You're muted, or we can't hear you, sir. That's what happens
No,
when
I'm
you
just
lay
gonna
down.
like pat it away. No, I have the mute on. Ma'am.
Ma'am. So as he like tries to backhand you, you like reach up and grab his hand enough. The charge of his hand kind of like it almost like shocks you in the sense of like rubbing your feet on carpet kind of thing. But you can see crackling lightning in his hand where he had tried to like smack you with it, but you're able to like knock it off, but it leaves the hair on the back of your neck kind of crinkly and tingly from that close shave, as it were.
I'm gonna flick him on his forehead.
Boop. I love it for a free action. Stupid. What are you doing? All right. That brings us to the mage on the other side where Sonder is at. The one that actually was just hit with the magic missile. He is going, seeing that and seeing this whole like mess that is unfolding. He's just kind of like, what the F, yo?
Circle of death.
I mean, no, I'm just kidding.
Never mind.
I mean, if that's what you want, then I am here to.
It's not.
5,
I'm-
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45,
Fuck.
50, 55. Nope, Finn's good.
Yeah, I was like, okay, spin.
All right, he is going to use. He's also going to try and smack you, Sonder. He's actually going to reach for you and try and grab you instead.
Okay.
Best of luck with that. I say to him because he rolled an 18. So.
No, yeah, he failed.
As he reaches out to try and grab you, you are able to kind of bat him out of the way with your staff. Yeah, just like, nope. There's like a brief crack of like exchanged lightning, and the air feels like charged and smells of ozone as like you just barely missed that attack. The next
Stick
one.
him on the nose.
Wow, is this just gonna be a thing? Is everyone's just gonna like, boop?
It's canon today.
That is canon. All right. That brings us to the next mage. He's going to just fire a firebolt across the way at Kindred.
No, whatever.
Maybe, am I able to react to that?
I hear firebolt and I'm just like, panic.
This is going to be a 13 to hit.
Miss.
Can I use redirect missile?
That would be if it was a physical object. It doesn't work with spells.
Magical.
No.
Yeah. You have to be like the Avatar or something to.
That'd be
direct
super
fire.
cool, though.
That'd be really, really
That'd be
cool. It's
Yeah, that'd be
technically a
really
missile.
OP, to be honest.
I
Yeah,
just do one of those things where I
As a
see
monk,
it
I
coming
mean-
and I just barely move out the way.
As the as the firebolt like flies past you, you're just like, no, I don't think so, and just kind of dodge. So it just like burns back past you. That brings us to this next mage that is up here, seeing the giant bird that's just came in here, and he is currently
Slowed.
Yeah.
So he's gonna turn to it and kind of like grip onto the medallion at his chest. He's gonna release a hand to fire up in that direction.
It's a D20.
Yes. And that would be a 18.
It goes off. Well, starts to go off.
Starts to go off. Yeah. And then on slow, is there a saving throw from it, or it has to be dispelled?
It has to be dispelled.
Does
Saving
it?
throw on it.
There's a saving throw on it.
Well, initially yes, but then afterwards it has to be dispelled. I think.
It's all the way at the bottom of the thing because I had it for Tricky yesterday.
Yeah, I was gonna say because that was something. It's at the end of their turn they get to try and make. A
Oh
save
yeah,
from
a
it.
creature affected by it makes a Wisdom saving throw at the end of each of its turns. On a successful save, the effect ends.
All right, so this is going to be. Oh, that sucks. Wisdom a 3.
Yeah.
Is it rolled?
Ah.
It rolled low, like really, really low. All right. That brings us to Saunders' turn.
Okay. I am going to. I'm going to use.
And then Renan is after that.
Nice. Dagger in hand, along with my staff. Go ahead and attack the mage with the dagger.
All right.
Mage to the right of me.
All right. Awesome.
That is. That's a 14 to hit. $14 to hit. Does not hit.
14 misses.
Okay. And then. Shit. And then I'm going to disengage. No. Wait. No, is that a bonus action thing?
For you could use a key point for it, but
Yeah, I can. It's a bonus action.
that's a rogue thing.
Nah, fuck it. Okay, yeah, I'll just attack again. Same mage.
All right, going in for that second attack.
Wow.
The
Again,
first
a
one hits and strikes on the this arcane spell that it keeps around his body.
Yeah, that one didn't make it either.
What was the second one?
Oh, 14.
All right, yeah. Both of those both strike, and as you do quick successions of jabs with your dagger, each one is turned away by the arcane armor that wraps itself around these mages. All right, does that end your turn then?
No, I'm going to. Fuck.
Can't do that here, sir.
I'm
going
pretty
to
sure it has to be
use-
a willing creature.
I'm gonna use a key
That's it.
point to disengage,
All right. So use your key
And
point
then-
disengage. Where are you going?
and I'm gonna run towards those slowed mages.
This
So
direction.
step of the wind.
Yeah,
All right. So, all right. What's your movement speed?
45.
All right. So you can come up. You can come up straight to them if you want.
That is
That's 35 right there.
35. Go one more to the right, or to the left. The other side. Right there. Yeah, that's perfect.
All right.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Awesome. All right. So that ends your turn. So then we have Renan.
All right, I think what Renan is going to do is he is going to cast Call Lightning in the
Oh
room.
yeah.
With the
Bad
accent.
Snap.
in the room.
With the accent, please.
Well, he doesn't have a reason to say anything right now.
Yeah.
I'd
It's
call
Renan.
the light
Alright,
flying.
alright.
Typical
guess-
elf.
Make sure you get out of the way.
Yes.
That's pretty good. I call lightning. Can't do Irish.
Right, and so it's a 60-foot radius, and I
Nice.
want to put it over that crew of dudes in the back corner that Sander
Yes.
just ran away from.
Yes.
Nice.
Teamwork.
60-foot radius.
Yes.
That's awesome.
And so then what it
All right. Well,
does-
don't worry about where you're gonna put it, because that just basically covers.
If it-
This,
yeah, if it
this
encompasses
here,
the room, that's
this
perfect.
is here.
That's kinda what I was
you
hoping
can't
for.
see, but this here is
As
a
long as it
30-foot
fits.
radius, and that kind of covers the entirety of this thing. So
Oh.
Okay,
if that's
so
a 30-foot
since-
radius, I'm assuming 60 would be even.
60 foot?
right,
Yeah, that's the
well,
whole
so-
room.
Insane.
If the entire
That's more
room,
than
if
the
it's
room.
not large enough to accommodate it, then he can't cast it. So
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Okay. I see what you mean. So you need to make sure that the room is big enough.
exactly.
It's more like you need to make sure you're outside, because what room is big enough?
Yeah, that's an outside
yeah.
spell.
Incidentally,
Like an
this
army.
Like a ballroom or something, or
Yeah.
it's
We
don't
like
cast outside
it's like a
spells
main
inside.
foyer of a place. So I
yeah.
was wondering
So
if perhaps it would be.
incidentally, this room is exactly 70 feet across,
All right. Well,
and it goes
Ooh.
up 4 stories because this is like an
So
atrium
it
that goes all the way up to
should
the top.
be
So
large enough.
technically,
I mean, this room should be done.
Technically, if you were going to do this indoors, this would be the place to do this indoors.
Hell yeah.
all right.
Nice.
Perfect. It's happening.
Beautiful.
you should yell out for Emirath to come upstairs. Come upstairs.
Sandy, the TV's leaking. Well, and I'm only doing the third
microphone
level.
wheel.
Found the phylactery.
You're only doing what?
The third level version of it,
All
so
right.
he could cast it higher.
Fuck.
But
He's only doing
He's only a god.
third level.
Exactly.
Whatever, it's fine.
He's only
okay, so
four.
like a big storm cloud is gonna form in the place, and then in
Alright.
terms of actual damage, I get to choose a point underneath it. And
Yes.
everything within 5 feet of it has to make a dex saving throw or take
Yes.
3d10 lightning damage, or half damage if they fail. And so I'm gonna choose the center of those guys in the corner there and try to hit them.
Let's see here.
How long does that last?
It lasts for 10 minutes, and he can
Holy
call
shit.
down lightning again every time on his turn for the 10
What?
Yeah,
That's
it's
awesome.
Keyleth used this a couple of times, and it was freaking
Sir.
badass. Okay, so you guys watch as in this center area, the glass
That looks
having just been
badass.
broken. The glass having just been broken.
That's being broke.
Our
It
DM
is
is broken.
Totally broken.
I have been broken.
Our DM is broken. Oh shit.
Yeah, you start to see this like roiling cloud that just kind of starts darkening the center area in here.
Just yells, the books.
This cloud that just kind of seems to formulate out of nowhere, obscuring the chandelier that's high above. It just kind of takes its place, and you can see as like these little flashes of lightning and thunder that kind of echo through it. It's just like you see what almost looks like a scary flash of a chandelier inside. It's almost as if the chandelier itself was giving off this cloud. And now these lightning streaks kind of just like crackle is like static just discharge that goes out and like hits banisters and along the flooring walls itself, just like where is Renan going to be pulling down this lightning?
So in the corner near the dudes that Sonder ran away from.
Over here?
If I can hit all 3, then that would be
area over there?
what I prefer to do.
Well,
But
they
I'm not
are
sure
standing.
within.
So if
They're
you
all
try,
within
if you
5
shoot
feet.
try and
Like
aim for the one in the
15.
middle, then
That'd be perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah, because they're right away
Yes.
from it.
Yeah. So
They're
they all need
each
to make
five.
dex saving throws.
all right. What's the spell DC there?
The spell DC there is going to be.
Oh, don't you know? What's that spell DC there? You know.
16.
Spell DC there.
All right, a 16.
Yes.
All right, so we have first mage here.
They're taking damage anyway, so.
Yeah, first mage here rolls dex save. Let's see, what is his dexterity? Okay, so that would be a 9. That's a fail. The Thane warrior here is a 11. So I believe that's a fail. So, and the last one back here
You better take damage.
is a 12.
Okay, they'll
Hey.
be taking 22 damage.
Oh,
Yes.
Very nice.
Nice.
So let's see here.
I reckon that twinges a bit.
22, you said?
Mm-hmm.
22 damage for you. 22 damage for you.
Lightning Oprah.
Yeah.
Everybody gets 25
Everybody.
damage.
You get lightning. You get lightning. Look under your seats.
This lightning bolt just like slams down into that spot.
That's
And you can
perfect.
see-
That's the perfect sound.
For that moment, as like this blast kind of like cascades across the marble floor. One of them is like on the ground, moaning. He's kind of moving a little bit, but his you can see that it's just like a smoking lump of cloth as he's just kind of like, oh, really, he looks really bad. The warrior is he's down on one knee. It almost looks like one of those like scenes where Thor just kind of falls down in a blast of lightning. So he's like down on the ground and there's like lightning kind of cascading over his body. He looks pretty bad. There's like blood coming out of his eyes and out of his nose and kind of down the side of his ears. But he's not dead, but he looks really hurt. The other mage as well, he looks in a similar state of like just like wide-eyed Looney Tunes style, just all black, just like the giant white eyes just going, just like light lightning just kind of casting off of him. Wow, good job, Renan. Anything else that Lord Storm Renan would like to do at the moment? No.
Just fly there and look menacing.
Yeah.
Yes. Intimidation check.
The eyes just kind of glowing with this holy light for a moment. All right. So that brings us to Iskra's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna do something much less impressive, but has been working. I'm just gonna keep maintaining this this blow dryer that I've had going on
Yeah.
here, since those dudes are right next to Sonder. Hopefully, on their turn, they'll get knocked around.
What's the range on that?
Give him some more. 60 feet.
Okay. So yeah, you can definitely get. One of them is just barely out of the range. So this first one, it's on their turn,
It's
right?
on their turns.
Okay. Which incidentally is coming up next. So the one directly in front of you, what's the save for it? Is strength.
It's a strength.
This
strength
one
of-
is going to be a 20, not an unnatural 20 on his strength save.
Well, yeah, he beat it this time.
And then the second one further back is going to be a natural 1.
He
Which
definitely
doesn't
failed
really
it.
seem to make sense much, but you know what? Whatever. You know.
Just the
It's 'cause
the
it's
way
slow.
that the wind is
the
passing
way the
over
wind is
first
passing
guy,
over the
it's,
first guy, like
creating,
kind of hits,
turbulence and, like,
hits him with turbulence, and he steps on a patch of like broken glass and just slips out from under him like marbles, and he goes flying back. Was it 15 feet?
Nice.
15. So he goes back over there.
sayonara.
And then the mage that is there as well is going to roll a 5. So he
The
also
spell
goes.
fizzles. Oh. I thought you were rolling for his attack.
No. So he goes back over there. Okay. Okay, so that ends that turn. So this guy that did make it, he is going to move. He only has half movement, right? Still, with the succeeding.
Yes, that's correct.
5, 10.
So does the
Just
do they
snip.
take damage? Do
That's-
they get pushed back?
Do what? They just get pushed back. They don't take damage.
Okay, because then he'd have to roll concentration for a spell
Right.
he's maintaining.
Correct. So you can get
We
up
did
to
have them
this.
take damage when Aliquin was doing some awesome synergy with my spell earlier.
Yeah. Okay, well that ends their turn. So now we go back to the top of the round. We have Soul riding your giant dinosaur here in the center.
Those. I'm looking around real quick. I see the people who are now crispy and shocked.
Yes. Yes. And it's kind of like startling because you can feel the fur all along your body just kind of rising with the amount of electricity that's in the air right now.
Yeah, I have a newfound respect and slight fear for Renan.
Yeah, you see him kind of hovering there in the hallway, just like his wings going and there's like light in his eyes.
Those people that just got pushed by wind, how are they looking to me?
They look, I mean, you just see that they kind of been pushed around by the wind. There doesn't seem to be any outward,
Okay.
show.
And then what's going on right here in the corner? I think there's like a blue figurine.
This down here is Aliquin.
That's us.
Aliquin and
Okay.
Iskra is there.
Friendly fire.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have the bird fly by and peck at the one that just got pushed by the wind, the one that's a little bit closer. I don't know how to put it. Closer to me, I think.
Here. There's one that's right here that's probably the closest to you.
Yes.
But he
that
didn't
one.
get hit by the wind. This is the one that's in front of Galil right now.
Okay, that's
Ooh,
fine.
that's
Yeah,
good
I'm still gonna.
All right.
It's just like
I
absolute chaos going on in this room
There,
right
there
now.
is so much happening. That's okay.
So
That's how we like it.
I personally get an attack as well as my creature. Is that right?
I believe so.
Okay.
I mean, you kind of just
So-
tell it what to do.
Right. I'm going to have it fly by, and do bite on that one.
Okay, this is like zoof, and dives down towards the mage that's facing Galil at the moment. So it does have advantage on its attack because it is currently engaged with Galil.
Okay. The critical
Yes.
has advantage. Sweet.
Yeah, both of you technically, because considering you're basically flanking.
Right. So just so you're aware, what I plan to do is I plan on jumping off from him when he's low enough from the ground.
Okay.
So that I am 10 feet away from that one, and then I want to do my own attack on it if it survives this attack.
Sure.
Okay. 14.
14.
Oh, with advantage, right?
With advantage.
Okay, yeah. 17 plus 4.
All right. 21. That hits.
21. Okie dokie.
Go ahead and roll damage
It's
on
gonna
that.
be 3d6 piercing magical attack. 10.
10. All right. 10 points of damage. As it swoops down and you leap off of it, so you're gonna go 10 feet behind it, right? So you're going back over here.
Right.
So it's swooping down this way. It's gonna make a bite attack, and it kind of continues along its path. We'll just say it moves over here and back up again into the stairwell.
So there should be a 5-foot square between me and that
Yes,
enemy, right?
correct.
Okay. Good, because I'm gonna hit it with a whip.
So that beak like pierces through the shielded like armor, the arcane armor that it wears, and kind of like pushes him forward against Galil, and Galil kind of pushes him back into his spot. There's now this like nice chunk that as the Quetzalcoatlus like flies back up again, it's like it just tore off a good chunk of meat. The guy's looking pretty rough now.
This guy's getting
Okay.
bullied.
Yeah,
He's
he's
getting
gonna
pushed
In
around.
the middle.
So now I'm gonna make a whip attack against him,
All right.
which has a 10-foot reach.
Unfortunately, I do not have a whip attack sound.
Okay.
Just play that song.
Da-da-da-da.
It's
Yeah.
21 as well.
21 hits.
Yes. Okay, so this does 1d4 damage, but I also have sneak attack.
Okay. Well, okay, go ahead.
Okay, so first I'll do the 1d4. What is that?
I don't know if you quite get sneak attack this round because he does know where you are.
No, if he is
Engaged with somebody else. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Good for both things.
No.
Well, no, I think that's just
No,
how
it's a
sneak
rope
attack
thing.
is.
Okay.
You don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy or target is
Okay.
within 5 feet of it. Okay. So that was 5 damage, and then for the sneak attack, 2d6.
I kind of have a whip attack.
That's another 4 damage.
All right. I got one.
Daddy?
It sounds
no.
like someone getting smacked with a chancla.
I mean,
No.
Yes.
that's kind of what that was, I guess. All right. So what was the damage on that?
So that was 9 damage total.
All right. All right. So as you smack that whip up, there's like cracks along his back. You can see the last of that armor, kind of that arcane armor, just shatters and like crystallizes and like falls down like pixie dust all along the floor. The mage falls to his knees in front of Galil, like clawing at the wounds on his back that he has now sustained. He is looking really bad. Okay.
Sucks to suck, dweeb.
Okay, on that note, Galil, it's your turn. Nerd.
Just imagine Soul saying that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have Finn go in front of, fly over to the front of Soul
Okay.
to where he's actually facing or behind the mage.
Okay. Flies
then
up
I'm
and over.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack
All right.
rapier, but the butt of it, not the pointy end.
Right.
+18 +7.
That hits. I will
Nice.
say this guy. He has a
I'm just gonna knock him out.
Okay.
With it, so
like he's like screaming in pain and just like boom. You just hit him over the head with the hard end of your rapier. No-
11 damage.
I mean, he had 1 hit point left, so you know.
I'm just knocking him
His
out.
brain
So
explodes.
Okay, so we'll put then I think we have an unconscious. So
Just a very gentle boop from a weapon.
Yes, right, exactly. Just a boop. That's totally what that was.
Time to go to sleep.
Go sleep,
I'm
go
gonna
sleep, go
have-
sleep, go sleep.
Finn guard him.
Okay. So Finn like gets over into like this.
If he moves, to eat his head.
I mean, I wouldn't expect anything less, I guess.
And then what I'm gonna do is go out with my movement
All right, where are you going?
next to Sonder.
He kind of looks over and down. Finn looks down over at him and just like, like
Yes.
prepared,
Aw.
gets ready, and like
That's
his
adorable.
wings kind of go up in this like very intimidating fashion. All right, so you're gonna move over to Sonder. I'm sorry, Quetzalcoatlus, you are in the way. Let's see.
30 feet of movement, so
So 30 feet of movement, you're heading that direction. So 5, 10,
I'm just yelling out, "Kill the rest!"
20, 25, 30. So you're going over next to Sonder?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
And that'll be it for me.
Alrighty. There you go. All right, so that ends your turn there. That brings us to Aliquin. It is now your turn. With Kindred after that.
Let's see. Can you move the camera over that way? Just there you go. Ooh, okay. So he's getting a little closer to us. I'm gonna take a 5 feet step up to the next to the next block. I'm going to create like a little blistered pustule on my palm. I want to pop it with my other thumb and blow poison spray in his face.
Ooh, nicely.
Ew.
So it's like,
Ew.
it's a Constitution of 16 for him.
All right, so Constitution 16.
Mm.
This guy is going to get a nasty surprise at a 12.
Okay.
Acid surprise.
Oh no.
Oh no.
This is why we can have nice things.
So he's like, as he's like coming forward, his arms kind of up, shielding himself from the blast of wind that Iskra is like
The
channeling
pus.
down the hallway. There's a couple of like pieces of paper that have now started flying from random books and things from behind you. And just kind of like looks just above his shield to kind of try and see where he's going, and
19.
ugh, 19 points of acid, poison damage or acid damage. Nice. It covers his face, and you can just hear, "Ah!" just like as this acid starts melting into his flesh.
I take a 5 feet step back, and I look at Iskra, and how are you doing? Are you okay? Out to her.
Keeping this up, it's a little challenging.
Okay.
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 Perfect. Perfect. And does that end your turn then?
No, it does.
Kindred, we're up to you now.
Okay, so seeing the guy get knocked the fuck out, I'm gonna take one step towards him as I dig in my bag and pull out the 50 feet of rope and just toss it to, that's Soul, right?
Yes.
And just toss it to him and be like, help me tie him. And then while I do that, I'm gonna turn and just magic missile the 3 in the corner again.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So each one will get 1 dart.
Okay. You so you like throw the rope to Soul and like kind of skid down to one knee. You release the magic missile almost like an afterthought as it just kind of flies from your hand in the direction of those that are on the other side of the room.
Each one takes 4 damage.
Nice. So that one, and that one. You can see the moaning pile of robes that had was just starting to get up. One of the darts just like smacks him dead in the shoulder, and he like flips over onto his back and almost rolls over again, just face down, motionless. The warrior that was in the process of starting to stand up also takes another shot to his chest, and he like just falls back on his butt. Like he was like just getting up, and then poof, knocks him backwards. Not quite all the way pro, but he's just like now he's off balance. And the other guy too, he looks like he kind of blocks and takes as much of the hit as he can, but he's looking. They're all looking pretty torn up.
Okay. So those 2 are still technically up,
Yes,
but the one that okay.
but this one is no longer.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna turn my attention back to Soul, and we can't start it, but beginning next turn to like start restraining him.
Sure. All right. That brings us to the Thayan's turn, the one on the far side that just took the magic missile. What were you gonna say?
Actually, can I have Malzahar come slither out and go behind the soldier in front of Eloquin and do the help action? He's got 30 feet.
Yeah. So as you get down and you start to gather the rope to start tying the mage, the Soul, you watch as this snake kind of coils out along the rope and then quickly slithers out towards Eloquin's direction. I'm going to use a little imp because I don't have a snake. And you can't even see him, but he's still the little guy.
Yes, Sasuke.
There you go. It just goes across the way there. The mage there across from that direction that just took the bolt, just kind of like he's like wipes blood and like black smudge from the lightning bolt off, and just looking over at you guys. Let's see. Actually, you know what? All right, so you watch as you guys are sitting there that he helps the other guy up, and looking back at the two of you, he's like grabbing the guard and helping him like down towards the hallway. They're gonna try and move in that direction. He's just kind of helping him along. They're trying to get out of here, it looks like. That being said, the other one that is currently slowed on this end, his attention is still focusing on the flying creature. So if he casts the spell and it went through the first time, it goes off on the second round.
He still has to roll the d20 and get 11 and up for the spell to go off.
To finish going off.
Yes.
Okay, well, he rolled a natural 15. So, assuming the spell then goes off. Finally, he's been like doing this slow incantation the whole time. The magic finally takes, and a blast of fire hurls outwards towards the giant flying bird dinosaur thing. Let's do it like that. So
one for the
oh, I'm gonna be so upset. I mean, he's just so upset.
all that time
Let's
for
see,
a one.
right? Exactly. The first hit is an 11 on the bird. The second one, I'm sorry, is a 13 to hit.
That's right on it.
And
Armor
then
class 13.
the last one is a 9, so only one shot of that scorching ray fires off. And that will be 9 points of fire damage as the blast from his hand, these 3 little beams of light shoot fire arcing towards the creature as it's flying there. Just kind of one like dodges right where it's out, right where it was, and then it kind of flaps its wings up and dodges the other one. The other one strikes it dead center in the chest. But I'm assuming it's has a decent amount of hit points at least.
Yes, and then I also have Mighty Summoner, which gives 2 extra HP per hit die. So it got 8 extra hit points. So technically it's down by 1.
Okay. So that ends the apprentice's turn. It is now going to roll to see if slow is still on effect. That will be a 16.
17 is what he needed.
Oof, just barely. All right. All right, so that brings us to Saunders' turn.
Sander is going to. What's in front of me? Is it no,
No, currently
Khalil?
Galil. Yeah, Khalil is right here.
Okay,
Move this
I'm
back
going
to
I'm gonna get my bow out
Okay.
and turn around and shoot the 2 guys that I had just come from.
All right, so it's gonna be
Yeah,
a
the 2
bonus
guys.
action to switch out weapons again.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you take the bow out and go ahead and make your attack roll.
Okay. That is a 17 to hit.
17.
Closest one.
Let's see, the closest one, which would be the guard itself. All right, so that hits.
Okay. I'm gonna be using Deft Strike as well as is it? Where is it? It's this thing I have whenever I use the bow that lets me add
Can't say
a
shot?
D4 to it. Yeah, it's like Kenzei's shot, but not Kenzei's shot. Oh no. Okay, hold on.
I thought it was Kenzei's shot.
Is it? Oh, it is Kenzei's shot. Yeah. Yeah, extra D4 of the current type. Oh, that's my bonus action. Never mind. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna hit.
All right.
That is 12 damage.
All right. So,
And then
the arrow that fires off, you can see that as the mage is like trying to help his comrade along, the arrow is like flying directly at him. The guard turns his body just in time to take the arrow shot to the back, and then just like falls to the ground. And you can see the mage just kind of looking there in like horror as his comrade just fell before him.
oh no, I hope they didn't know each other.
They're in love.
No, don't say that. No.
My love, no!
That'll end the life of the other. That's a natural 18 to hit, so 26 to hit for the
Die
second
in each
attack.
other's arms.
Yes, well, I'll make it poetic. I'll let them hopefully die in each other's arms.
We were gonna be free after this.
No.
I'm gonna move
Oh
their bodies
yes,
so
oh
far away
yes.
from
This
each
is
other.
so.
Right? Today was their last day on the job.
I was gonna let me go after this. We had been promised.
Get away from the Fade Empire.
You see,
We don't
They
have to
search
do
their
this
bodies.
anymore.
There's 2 tickets to like. No.
the next airship. You're a horrible
the
person.
bodies.
You're a
You
horrible
did
person,
this.
Sonder. You did this.
You did this.
Back to the lake where we met.
Somewhere, an orphaned child screams out into the night. The
Daddies.
the guard,
Oh.
the mage there, like seeing his comrade fall, he sees you fire off a second arrow, and you can see this like hatred
Acceptance.
burning in his eyes. This furious, righteous hatred of just complete anger.
Ooh.
And he extends his hands outwards, and you can see the arcane lattice of a shield cover over his body. The arrow pierces straight through it and straight into his chest.
Fuck.
And he just kind of falls to his knees
Oh.
and falls over to the ground, one arm resting on the other.
Can I go healing hands, please?
Oh shit.
That's
Um,
horrible.
Yeah, that he wasn't gonna survive that. Well, actually, yeah. Did you? What was the damage you rolled on that?
12.
Okay, yeah, no, for sure.
The
For sure.
second attack was 26 to hit.
To hit, but what was the damage on it?
That second one is 11.
Oh yeah, no, he's dead. I was like, well, he had 9, so there could have been a chance that if you had rolled really low, he might have
They both
survived.
died? Or
They're both very, very
Okay.
dead.
I like that in like 2 turns we suddenly had emotional investment and
It
these
gave them like an entire life story. He's
The ma-
laying there now, like still half alive, crying, just like
Like
it's
there's
okay.
a single solitary tear that just kind of rolls down.
one tear comes out of Saunders' eye as he
Yeah.
witnesses this.
No, it's too late. You're a hard cold killer now.
I am
Yeah,
a hard
Remorseless
killer.
killer.
I
all
told
right.
you we're in this together.
Renan is now Renan's
Here.
turn.
All right, I want Renan is gonna fly kind of towards the middle of the room and
Brethren, I'm sorry.
just try to look as menacing as he possibly can,
Okay.
and call down lightning on the 2 guys in the end of Ispra's
slow guys.
like wind tunnel.
Yeah, over here on the
Nice.
side.
So
All
yeah,
right.
he's gonna like reach up as if he's like Zeus at the storm, like
Oh, yeah.
pulling
Yeah.
lightning down and then throwing it at him.
He goes all full Super Saiyan. Just like insane.
3 weeks later.
3 weeks later. At
Let's
last.
roll these dice. Renan rolls good. So
Nice.
that's
Check with those,
20
Aaron.
this time. Got a 9 and a 4 and a 7.
Just said.
So one is a one rolls a 17. The
Okay,
guard
so
natural
that's only
17.
half damage for him, so 10.
And then the mage rolls a 3.
Okay, and 20 for him.
They also happen to have a complex subster.
Yeah.
Do they?
So 10 damage for that guy. And
This was a couple's retreat for mages.
Oh.
no.
That is
And
awful.
the full one was how much? You said 20?
Yeah.
You
Just
see,
different.
this is way too fun. You see there as the thunder rolls, the eyes.
Rex, what are you doing here?
What is happening? Renan just looks up at the ground, at this cloud, and then before he looks down at the ground again, his eyes still ablaze with that heavenly fury.
We're not gonna get out of this. Wait, Dan, is that you from elementary school?
You
Yeah.
have been found lacking, and now you will perish where you stand. And the lightning bolt like flies down into the ground, striking the two, blasting them both like as they kind of jump over to each side, trying to get away. And they don't. Well, one of them doesn't. One is pretty well fried, as the mage just like incinerates into ash where he stands. The other guard there, like falls to the ground, and he's like trying to get up. He's still, not he's still cooked, but not necessarily as crazy as the other one was. All right, so
I want him to turn to the last guard that's like still like near Aliquin. and I,
yeah, that's over here.
And I want him to like intimidate, and I want him to say, "Surrender now, or you're next," with that cool boom voice that you got going on.
Boom voice.
You might want to surrender now, or you'll
Perfect.
be next. All right.
Like it.
So- Go ahead and make an intimidation check then with Renan's stats there.
Nice. Come on, Renan.
Does he have the intimidations?
Let's see if he does have the intimidations. He does not have the intimidations.
He's a
pretty
good
intimidating.
He's in an
he's a good
intimidating
wingy boy,
situation.
but it
And
is
the
a,
fact that like all
It's
of
just
his
his
friends are
accent
dead,
stopped it.
give him
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, soothing.
might want to surrender now.
You might as well just surrender now. They don't turn off.
Oh, that's taken a.
What?
Yeah. Is there a 7-Eleven nearby?
Oh no!
Oh wow.
15.
15.
Flagged.
Okay. Let's see. That would be, and intimidation's charisma, right? I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be okay. All right, so we'll see how that turns out here in a minute. Iskra, what are you doing?
Now that there's only one dude left and one close, and I'm gonna get between Aliquin and I, but I'm gonna get between Aliquin and the guard.
Okay.
And
Move up over there.
You have advantage on the attack.
yeah, you know what? Let's run up and beat him up. It's happening.
All right.
Um,
You can hear you hear the booming voice of Renan just kind of echoing through the chamber as he goes into this like full on like lightning god avatar mode.
Where is Papa?
The guard there in front of he's like looking up and looks over to you, and he's like, you start running up to just get ready and pummel him, and he throws up his hands. I give.
Perfect. All right. In that case, I'll spend my turn restraining him.
Okay. Nice. Do you have anything with which
Kick
to
him in the
restrain him?
balls.
I'll just take my belt off of my dress and use that to.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he just kind of
bind his
like he
hands.
puts his hand behind his back. He is like gets down on his knees and concedes.
Be ready.
And now, upon a closer inspection, you can see that he's pretty beat. Like he looks pretty wounded. So that brings us to the last guy there.
last
Now
guy
having
left
been blasted with lightning,
And win.
seeing what is going on, he's just like slams an angry fist onto the railing there of the stairwell, and then like turns and darts off in this direction. He is going to. Let's see here. Wisdom. I'll think. Jeebus. Kindred, you feel the last of that slowed connection dissipate as the guard runs off in the around the corner and out of
He's
sight.
at half speed, right?
No. Yes. Well, he was until he ended his turn because he used his dash to continue moving. So he's currently out of sight at the moment.
But it's at the
you
end
go
of his
up
turn, so he
Right.
moved half speed to get
So
his
he
full
moved
speed.
normal
But
speed.
Yeah.
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 okay, and then it clicked off.
Yeah.
Okie doke.
So we
All right.
catch him.
You could. All right. So currently we have, you have two, well, one conscious and one unconscious guy. Renan floats down from where he was standing. You're gonna keep up. I mean, you have it out for the next 10 minutes, so the clouds can continue to roil if you wish.
Yeah, he's gonna maintain it for now.
Okay.
So he knows what we're all planning.
Correct. All right. So, for the moment, it would seem that you are good. What are you guys doing?
Coming back from break.
I'm gonna run after that guy.
Oh yeah, it's true. I just saw the time. So, we will be back now that combat has finished, and we'll pick this up in about 10 minutes. So we'll see you in a moment.
Good job.
Okay. We is back. Cracks.
Yay.
Knuckles.
Are we not on mute?
No, we are not muted.
Can you hear us now?
Can you hear us
don't
now? Can you hear us now? I think they can.
Is anyone alive out there?
My lord, can you hear us now?
Right. All right, guys. So, currently, as there is, well, I'm assuming how long does it lasts for a minute, right? Your not like literal minute, but so your flying creature.
An hour.
An hour. Okay. So I'm assuming as now that everything is kind of calmed down, do you still have it like flying, or do you have it like landed there with you guys?
Yeah, landed.
Okay. So as everyone has now kind of had a moment to kind of gather together, and you still have the mage that is
That took off, right?
no, the mage that is unconscious, and the guard that is currently bound, and then we had one of the guards that had took off.
So filling the
I'm taking
magic
half after the
release, I'm just gonna like look at the bird and then look at someone and be like, "Can you have him chase it?" and just point to the stairs because he ran up the stairs, right?
No, he went behind the stairs.
Okay, so just point that direction.
I'm warmed up, though.
Does it look like this giraffe bird will fit in
No.
through that area?
No, it will not.
Okay.
Goes behind the stairs leads down into the dungeon area, or to the lower levels of the school. So it's
I
a
go
much
chasing.
much smaller hallway. All right, go ahead and so you're head that off in that direction. As you get to the back of the stairwell, you can see down the hallway that leads into the stairs that go down to the lower sections, but you don't see any guard.
I don't hear his steps running.
Make a perception check.
I want to follow Sonder, by the way,
Okay.
Okay.
so that way he's not running out by himself.
I'm coming up to like the center of the room where everybody's standing right now.
Okay.
Well, it's gonna be
20.
staying next to
7.
Kindred at all times.
27.
27.
You hear from some going down the spiral staircase that leads to the lower sections. You can hear the echoing sounds of his footsteps, but he is going as fast as he can down to the lower levels.
I could probably catch up with him, but I know what you're trying to do, sir.
You
So
don't
we'll
know.
just let him go.
It's completely up to you.
I'll
You
let
can
him
go
go.
chasing after him if you wish. You probably could catch up to him.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go chasing after
Just
him. Then.
like
Then I'll
jump
tell
off
everyone on
from.
the spice murmur that I'm running.
Following him, so
I'd say just jump off from the spiral staircase and like drop kick him
There's-
down a couple of flights.
There's you can't see him because it's not an open center spiral staircase. So it's
got
just
it.
staircase that goes down for the next 5
I'm gonna
levels.
vertically dash all the way down the spiral staircase.
You can't vertically dash down the spiral staircase.
Why?
How are you vertically dashing down the spiral
You
staircase?
know, like that.
oh,
On the
like just
wall.
along the wall.
Yeah,
Like Sonic.
like Sonic.
oh god.
Sure.
And catch up to him,
Sonic.
I hope.
He said, "Sure."
All
Extra
right.
big shit.
You get down to as you you
Starts rolling.
Galil,
And
yeah.
have dagger
go fast.
and ready.
Dagger and ready. Okay, so you're running down the stairs and kind of going along the wall. You have to continually go back down to the main floor because there are doorways into the sub levels. But you get down to the first level and you don't hear anything anymore. You have to make another perception check to see if you continue down the stairs or
Okay, I will.
into one of the library sections.
So during this time, I pull out the other 50-foot rope I have and toss it to Iskra and be like, "Here you go."
Grab it. Thanks. Better than my belt because it was just like a cloth belt. So
Another 27. Same roll.
Okay, another
Exact same roll.
27.
Thunder wants to catch this guy. Oh no.
Chasing Sonder still.
it would be useful potentially.
Mhm.
At this point, you're listening. You don't hear any more footsteps. So he
Well-
could he either stopped at a lower level or he's in one of the library section that you had stopped at, where it like intersects, where it either continues going down or you enter into the first of the library walled sections. But as you're like looking into this area and listening, it's just dark. You can see the first air like to the extent of your vision, but there's no light inside this first level of the library.
Okay.
So you assume he's either trying to hide or just at least for the moment has stopped moving.
I'm
At this
I'm
point,
going
Galil's
downstairs.
going to like finally catch up to you.
Oh my god, finally! Don't go running off like that. By yourself. Especially here of all places.
yeah. Who knows what could happen? But
You look.
I
You
think you
both
might be
kind
in
of
that
look
library.
into the depths of the library. Just it's like imagine a library at nighttime, or in complete darkness, where you can only see like for your dark vision's limit, and it's still only in black and white because there's no lights at the moment.
I'm gonna go
120.
and I'll go and have my goggles of night on, and then I'm going to use stealth and try to see if I can like find him in the shadows.
I want to find any blood droppings on the ground
Oh, that would be good.
and track it that way.
Make a survival check.
Ranger skills.
Nice.
Meanwhile, upstairs, what are you guys doing?
So, after tossing Iskra the rope, I'll secure the passed out mage and just kind of
16.
look at Soul and ask, like, can you stabilize him just a little bit?
And which one was this one?
The
That
mage is the one that is right below us.
the one that we had tied up?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that we're in the process of.
Is he close to death?
He's got one
He's,
HP.
he has no HP. He is just unconscious
Oh.
right now.
I thought you said he had one.
He had
Okay.
had one.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Boom.
He's just currently
Oh.
he's unconscious at the moment.
I'm gonna. Hearing him say that, I'm actually gonna walk over and do spare the dying to him.
Okay.
I just touch his forehead and just bring him back.
So does that give him HP, or he's just stabilized, making?
Just stabilize.
He's stabilized.
You can see him kind of start breathing again.
Nice.
Okay. But
Didn't
yeah, so
save
yeah,
the
so-
lovers, so we can save him.
So can you
Wake up!
help him just a little bit?
You want
at
me
the
to heal him?
Yeah, just a little bit. And the whole time I'm tying him up, paying extra attention to securing his hands, and finding some reps to blindfold him, and then I'm gonna shove something in his mouth so he can't speak.
Okay, I will heal him even though we just hurt him. But okay. So I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds, level 1.
All right.
I don't roll for this, right? It's just
No, yeah, you do.
oh yeah, I do 1d8.
Mm-hmm.
That would be this one. That's 5. 7.
So he has 7 HP now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You can see he kind of starts to stir and like struggle against his bonds, and then just kind of
Okay.
like breathes
So seeing
out,
him
breathes
come
through his nose.
conscious.
Yeah.
I'm gonna point and message him, and just tell him, "We have you surrounded. Don't make any stupid moves, because we will kill you on the spot. But just nod your head yes and no if I ask you questions." And then with that, I turn around and I start walking towards Iskra, and like, "You got it? You need any help? You good?"
I try to make sure that I keep a good
Go
hold
ahead
on
and
my
make
guy.
a sleight of hand check for or dexterity. I think it's a dexterity roll.
Do either.
With advantage, because I would have went to help her.
Did you go to help her, or did you just ask her if
Well,
she
yeah,
could help?
I'm like walking that way, and in the process of walking over, I'm like asking, like,
Well, if you help her, then yes, she gets advantage. But if you just walk over and ask her, then no, she doesn't.
You got this.
You said dexterity. I rolled it. It's oh wait, that's not me. This is me. Okay, there we
Renat
go. 21.
Suddenly comes up.
21? Okay. Nice. It seems pretty secure.
Okay, so
I
seeing
think I did an alright job.
so then seeing both hostages secure, I'm gonna start. Cause who's all up here with us? It's you, me, Sol, Aliquin,
Renan.
Renan. Okay, just us and the giant bird.
Yes.
And Finn.
Okay, so then looking at surroundings. I'll point to Iskra. Like, are you okay keeping an eye out on the way we just came, so nothing comes at us? And then I'll like look at Renan and ask him to look at the giant staircase since he's flying.
Renan.
And then I'll make
Yeah, go ahead.
my way to the far corner where the lovers were, and I'll start just investigating all the bodies.
All right, make an investigation check. Sonder and Galil, as you guys are down there walking through the empty hallways or empty like aisleways of the library. And
16, by the way, for my survival.
all right. You do see that there was some occasional splatters of blood on the stairs, and they seem to be continuing downwards.
Should we go?
Down the staircase.
Down the staircase.
Should we follow it, or?
We can, but we'd be. How far away are we from the rest of the group at this point?
You are at least one story downwards.
We should be okay. Plus, there's two of us, and we have spice armor.
If things get too hectic,
I'm gonna continue down.
turn back. Got it?
Sounds good. Perhaps we can spot something on the way.
Continue on down the stairs.
Watch each other's back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the stealth you used, Sonder?
27.
27. Okay. Galil.
21.
21. Okay, cool. So, continuing down the steps, and using your night vision goggles and Galil using your dark vision, occasionally you'll peer down. You can see the little bits of blood that remain, kind of trickling down the stairs. It's like splattered on the stairs as you continue down to the next level. You get to the second level, and the trail leads into this section of the second floor of this library. And the same as before, it is dark.
And it leads into that library?
It seems to lead into that second floor. And this one has just this eeriness to it for whatever reason. It just feels like the darkness is oppressive down here.
Another gloomstalker. Well, I don't know. Something feels weird about this place.
Can you watch me for a sec? Oh, keep an eye out for a sec.
Sure.
Primeval awareness.
Okay.
Ooh, nice. I got a 24 to keep
Perception?
sights.
Okay.
Yeah.
You place a hand on Galil's shoulder, and he kind of just like closes his eyes, and then when he opens them again, they kind of for the briefest of moments like emit just like this almost how do I describe it? Almost like a wolf like shine to them. It's just like this glow that just, as he kind of like seems to stare out into the darkness itself.
Mm-hmm.
And as your senses expand outwards, Galil, your spine shivers as there's so many senses that come to you all at once. You feel the sense of you feel feelings of undead close to you. You feel feelings of devils close to you. You sense this large presence of a dragon that's kind of like further out, but you just, as your senses expand outwards, it's an extremely haunting feeling of just all of these sensations just being so ever present.
What do you think?
There's some fiends and some undead near us. We can,
Like,
I
in the
can't
library?
tell where, but they're close. I know that. We know that the guy came down here. Let everyone else know to come.
They head down this way.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll spies murmur.
I'm just gonna keep an eye out now.
If all of you can hear me, we followed the soldier down to the second floor of the library, and Galil can feel devils in darkness down here, and the dragon is near, not as close, but it's around.
Okay, so what do you want us to do?
Come down here, I'm scared.
Well, we have 2 hostages I wanted to interrogate, and I know how much Galil likes that.
That's Tempest. That liked it.
But can we do the interrogation first and then make our way down there? At least maybe they know where y'all find or what is down there.
I think we should get out of here as quickly as we can. The dragon is terrorizing the city. I saw it.
Okay.
Oh,
Still have to stop Amaranth, though.
And then on my investigation, I got
Very
a
true.
23.
But we are also on Amaranth's domain. I think if she has the advantage here.
you're right.
But she's a diviner. She'll always have the advantage.
She can probably find our city too.
And I look to Galil. She probably knows that we decided to come down here.
Iskra, Alcuin, Kindred, and Soul, as you guys are standing here in this room and you're looking out into the city beyond, you can see for a moment the dragon off in the distance. You hear its roar from far away, and what sounds like very, very distant combat. Just, you can hear yelling occasionally, a super distant sound of an explosion that seems to rock the distance in the city. Whatever is going on in the city, there is a lot right now.
Probably need to be out there to help out. But first we need to take care of Amaranth.
I'm about to say, yeah, it seems like maybe they're preoccupied, and this could give us the time we need to face her without her getting too many reinforcements.
Amaranth is not alive, is she? Something was undead about her.
Well, she is a lich to some extent.
Then the undead that you are feeling, Galil, she may be nearby.
Which is why I'm Spies Murmur.
Mhm.
Which is why I'm not too keen on facing her up front right now, especially since we're all kind of tired. If she is a lich, she technically won't die with her phylacteries intact. And since we don't know how to kill or where her phylacteries are, I wanted to just try to get information as I'm like going through bodies still.
Do we have confirmation that she's a lich, though?
Well, when she told us that these bones haven't been alive in years, as she's getting up from the seat when we had a conversation, one can assume.
What about the attendants? They seem like not living to me.
They
Well,
are,
that's what these four are for, as I motion or point to the bound mage. We're gonna find out, hopefully.
okay.
And
We'll find out. Me and Sandra will stay here and just keep an eye out, just in
Okay,
case.
let us know immediately if y'all see or hear anything.
Okay.
Promise.
We'll watch the halls.
So we're gonna stay alert.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I'm gonna walk back out to where the hallway bent to go like out that way. I'm gonna walk out that way and try to summon Vlak and ask him if he's seen Lazaro.
All right.
Lazaro.
So
Lazaro.
as you go to, or are you going to like to one of the side hallways right there?
Yeah, like where we were battling.
Yeah.
Pretty much right there. I'm gonna go out and just go that way, like 15 feet.
Okay.
And just
Yeah. You kind of call him back, and in a little poof of sulfuric smoke, just like kind of goes, and there's the small form of the imp Valak. It's like, master.
well, you're not dead, so I'm assuming you were successful. Do you know where?
Bad man. He hurt Valak. I no find who you seek, but another mage. He banished me. You must kill him.
What is his name?
Valak did not ask.
Do you know what he might have looked like?
Big man, 2 arms, legs, no wings, he no fly. He wear black robes, bad man.
Okay.
He goes up to you and grabs onto whatever piece of clothes, and he can't say,
Must kill him, must. He dishonored Valak.
Do you know where he might be at the moment?
he points down the hallway.
Down the hallways, some place down the hallways, hiding in a room. Valak thought it'd be man you seek, but no.
He's just like these
Okay.
little like toothy, sharp teeth, and just like biggest pouty face of all time. As much as it could be coming from a gremlin with wings.
I put my hand on Valak's head. We'll get him. So disappear for now. If at any moment that you see him here, I guess, it'd be really nice to know like what he looks like. But
He shall die.
all right, well, be gone for now. But we will find him.
Yes, master.
Just wave my hand.
Just like that turns into like smoke form and then just kind of disappears.
And just walk back to the rest of the party.
Nice. All right.
I find any spell books.
What was your investigation check?
23.
23. You do.
Yes.
You find 3.
Fuck yes.
Only one of which still has pages.
Oh.
You pick the 2 of the ones that were closest to the first lightning strike. It would appear as though you find the shell of the book, and as you open it, you can see blackened, charcoalized pages. The edges of which seem to be glowing almost as if they had been embers or burning on fire. You kind of touch that, and they are not hot. Instead, they kind of just turn to ash as you touch them. Make an Arcana check for me.
Oculus Reparo.
And
22. Wait,
22.
16 plus 9. 25.
25.
I can't math.
Okay. Strangely enough, you know that for the most part, most spell books are created in a way to where they don't usually suffer such damages from like magic attacks, as that would mean that their books would be highly flammable at all times when mages are casting fire or dealing with the elements. This seems, and the more that you are like seeing that these edges, don't seem that they had burned from a elemental source. It seemed almost as if it was like a magic source that crumpled it.
Self-destruct button.
It would appear that the longer the mage, you go over to the one that had died the last and the quickest, and that was the first one that you had found. And you see that some of the edges of the pages have started to burn. Make a dexterity check for me. Add your proficiency with this. Because with those first two, the first ones, they had died last. And those were the first ones you went to. Or, I mean, those were, yeah.
Okay, so 16 plus 4. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? You
I
see
think that's
that.
the highest dex roll I've ever rolled.
Well, I mean, and it helps with your proficiency. It was just,
Yeah.
you see that this book is in the process of burning. And as you start seeing it, you're like trying to stamp out the burning. So it's almost like burning a page without there being a flame. It just kind of turns black and crumples as it kind of moves across the page. Very much like some sort of spell tied to the mage's passing. And having seen what had happened to the first two that had died, you had rushed over quickly to this one, kind of having in mind what could be happening. Seeing this happen, you start tearing at the edges of the paper to try and tear off what you can before it completely burns. You've salvaged a good. Okay. You try and go ahead and make a Arcana check for me with that.
Nice. Let's go.
21.
21. It's kind of starting to tear that paper at first. You're like, no. And instantly you try and cast the Dispel. You can see runes inside flashing on the paper itself before they kind of just fade and the burning stops. You probably have at least half of a spell book that you saved from that one.
Nice.
Okay. And any gold or magical items? Anything of interest?
Go ahead. Let's see. What did you roll on that investigation?
23?
Okay. You do find on one of them they have 2 small vials of some sort of dark red liquid. Not potions, but just vials, it seems like, of this dark red, almost... Yeah, this kind of... I wouldn't say viscous, but it seems to be coagulating a little bit liquid. You also find one of them has a small black onyx stone that seems to be worn smooth.
Okay.
And go ahead and make a Arcana check with this one too.
21 again.
21 again. This is a typical component that can be used a lot in the creation of certain undead creatures. It is a very valuable black onyx stone that is used in some rituals. Sonder and Galil, as you guys are downstairs and you're kind of keeping an eye out, you hear occasionally out in that library the sounds that kind of they're like very faint at first, but it definitely sounds like little feet that kind of like skitter or crawl in the unseen places.
That's not creepy.
I remember when this happened last time. And then we met the Gloomstalker.
I mean, if
And,
I need to light things up, let me know.
Might need to.
Are y'all
I
saying
don't
this
know
in
what that
Spies
could
armor, or
be.
just
No.
to yourselves?
Just ourselves.
Okay.
Yeah, just us.
I don't want to start another fight unless we have to.
I could see these things being fiends. I don't know any little baby zombies, but if that's
Would I recall anything from what I've read?
are there baby zombies,
That would be like something small like that.
toddler zombies.
Make a religion check. Toddler zombies.
And that's how Pet Cemetery started.
Oh no.
No fair.
Or if it's like
15.
little really baby zombies that can't support its own head, so it's just like
It's rolling off of it, so itself up.
15.
15. I mean, the sounds that you are hearing could be any number of things. They are small. What it could be exactly, there's, could be anything from imps to closets. There's any number of small little creatures that could be crawling around there in the dark. Occasionally, now and then, you would see you'll catch what seems like two little eyes peeking at you from like behind a book or between where like some scrolls are leaning up against an edge, and you just see like a little bit of a glint of an eye before it disappears.
God, they better be on their way by now.
You'd imagine the soldier that went inside of there would have screamed or something if he ran into these.
Yeah, that's where the trail goes, so.
It's very creepy.
Maybe these creatures killed him and then they dragged his dead body over into the library to eat.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we would hear some screaming.
You see that? Look at it. Look, it's looking back at us.
Hold up 5-volt.
All right, what are you guys doing upstairs?
So,
Are we going to
Go
go
ahead.
ahead and start interrogating or what?
yeah, and after investigating, Aloquin, come help me drag the mage. The mage would look lighter, right? Like, easier?
Seems
Yeah.
like it.
And
Okay.
also he's alive too. Grab a spell book.
Yeah, we'll do that, but let's wheel him over to the soldier and kind of out of the open, as I guess it's still raining on us.
Oh,
don't forget you have
currently
a
not.
spell now.
It's currently not raining, but it's only been a couple of seconds, so it's still like the occasional little like the cloud is still there, and occasionally it just kind of like flashes with like thunder and lightning. Renan is kind of, even though he's now standing there, looking up at the stairwell and kind of watching. He's also kind of watching what is going on, and occasionally seems to be staring out into the city beyond. Just
So
in,
he's kind of like keeping guard.
yeah, he seems to be in thought right now.
Okay, so then can we prop the mage right next to the soldier so they're literally just sitting by each other?
Yeah.
And just like look at Aloquin and Iskra and pull out a dagger, and I'm just gonna point. I can only do one at a time, right? I can't message both if I just like.
Correct. It is one
Okay.
person.
Okay, so then I'll just talk out loud then, but I'll just tell him whoever tells us the better information gets to keep their life, as you're right next to your comrade. So let's see what y'all have to say. And kind of look at like, do y'all have any questions? But I'll just be like, what are those guards that Amareth keeps next to her? Can they be undone easily?
Going to focus and pay attention as much as I can and roll insight based on what they answer.
Okay. So are you allowing the mage to speak? I mean, because last you had said
yeah,
you had
I-
stuffed something in his mouth, so I was
Yeah.
just checking.
No, I'll just let her nod. It, her, him, her.
Him. There's
Him.
both two guys.
Oh, then I'll just say, just nod yes or no to answer my question. We'll start off with easy round.
So what was the question that they nod yes or no to?
Oh,
The-
like what are the Amorettes? Can
Because
they
you
be,
asked them, what
taken
are
down?
they? And then you just said nod yes or no, and I was like, wait, what
That's
are
a trick
you?
question. No. So I'll ask him like, can they be taken out with a simple spell?
The guard like looks over at the mage, is like, I don't know.
And the mage?
The mage doesn't say anything.
I go over and just kind of push the dagger, not enough to really do damage, but like it's painful and irritating.
Just where the
like,
point, yeah, the point sticks on.
looks like you're losing this round so far, so let's see if we can come back and win the next round. And I like look Eloquent like, y'all have a question?
Murder? What is that one game called on Jackbox?
Murder party.
Murder Party. Looks like you lost this round. Oh,
Or
Where's
intellect?
Emirath now?
yeah.
Answer him.
Wait, what was the question?
Where's Emirath now?
The guard's like, I would assume below in her studies.
In her study this way, and I point down to the stairs.
I would assume so. That's usually where she can be found.
And if not there, then where? Where's her chambers?
She stays down in the dungeons.
That's creepy.
So then hearing him say that, I'll just kind of like
Have
push
you
the
met her?
dagger.
Have you met us?
He just swallows.
Right at that
Iskra
time,
looks
like
a little bit
Malzahar kind of like comes out of my
about this whole
neck
thing.
That's
and
a
like
good
kisses
boy.
at him. But after the soldier says that, I'll just kind of push the dagger and be like, "Would you agree with what he said?" To the mage.
Mage doesn't reply.
Oh, this is not like baseball where you get 3 strikes, but I'm sorry, and I'll just.
Oh no!
Okay. So
Are you gonna kill the mage?
Oh yeah, I killed the mage. I slit its throat.
The poor mage.
So, as the mage is now,
so starting to bleed.
I turn over to the actual guard. Where's the restrictions section of the library?
But I don't. Downstairs, I suppose it was never my realm of expertise. I'm just a soldier.
As I like wipe some blood on him.
Iskra's like, that's enough. That guy was already tied up.
Renan takes a couple of steps towards Kindred and crosses his arms. I'm with Iskra on this.
Well, tied up so he couldn't cast.
Yeah, and not so we could murder him.
But we murdered the other ones.
Wow, they were fighting us.
But they were fighting us. This one, you didn't even give him a chance.
I gave him 2 chances.
He holds up a hand towards you. We'll see how many chances you get. And as he like crackles his knuckles, you see like lightning kind of crackles through his fists.
Friend, right
I'm
now
just
is
pissed off
not
at Amareth, and
the
I might take it out on them. I'm sorry.
Easy, guys. As soon as Emirath is dealt with, we can deal with each other nicely and calmly. At least now we know where she possibly is. What I kind of like look at both Iskra and Renan. What shall we do with him? Leave him here, so we can call for help and let them know exactly where we are.
Well, I did say he gets to keep his life, but we can bind him and keep him restrained so he can't run off and tell his friends.
Knock him unconscious, put him in a closet, something. At this point, he surrendered. He doesn't deserve to die.
So,
I will I will go to that that guard that's tied up, and I'll kneel down and I'll ask him, what do you want?
It doesn't
Be
matter.
with the lovers.
find any gold
whether
on the
I
bodies?
die from your hand or I die from those above me, it doesn't matter at this point. I'm going to die one way or the other.
If you leave this place, would you still have a life?
I don't know for how long. He looks out at the city. And I don't know how far I could get anyway.
What was the name of the two lovers? And I kind of pointed the two dead guys behind me. What were their names?
The guard was Terran. The mage.
And the other?
The mage was Laz. How did you know?
No!
If we let you go,
Yes,
could you-
Thunder. Deal with it.
if we let you go, could you tell their story to the world?
I mean, I only knew Terran, really. It was not really allowed for them to be together.
Which is why you need to tell everybody.
He kind of swallows hard. Okay. We'll do that.
And any
They were
gold
just
or
1 week
money
away.
I found on the mages, I would have just put it in his hand.
You probably found like a couple of silver in some of the pockets, but they weren't really carrying, their life
Right.
savings on them.
Like, well, it's a start.
Even despite their love, they still died because of Emrath.
Yeah, he's just kind of like, sure. He is like nods, like, yep, yeah.
So there's like imps in this library. What's going on up there?
We're finding out about the lovers you killed.
What?
I just imagine Sandra going, what? So does that mean I can go?
I look at the others.
Iskra's like,
I mean,
this is
well, I did
ridiculous.
promise
I'm gonna
I'd-
knock him unconscious. And,
Make an attack roll. I just want to
Okay.
see. I just want to see
No,
something.
don't kill
real quick.
him. No, don't kill him.
all right, that was
As long as
Would he be
it's,
at advantage since he's restrained?
yeah, it was a 25.
yeah, that's fine. I was just gonna see if you would hit him. I mean, you know enough about like stunning strike and that sort of thing to where you could hit someone that is, not
Aren't
moving.
melee attacks like auto crits on restrained people? No.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so I was gonna say like you can knock him out pretty easy.
Okay, yeah, I want to knock him out.
All
I'm
right.
like,
Just stuff him in a closet. Is there like a...
letting him go is ridiculous. If we take the city, then he can be a prisoner for the rebellion, or maybe he'll join. But not killing him and not letting him go, right?
So we'll just stick him in a closet and we'll put a pin in that. Is there like a closet or like a storage something around?
You know that there's like a couple like
pantry.
storage areas more in the further back in the lounge, not terribly far, but you can find a spot to put them in.
Okay, so I'm just gonna loot the last mage and then stuff him in a closet and head to the group downstairs if everyone's in agreement.
Yeah. Oh, just grab his book.
Well, I mean, what if he's got like some powerful magic artifacts or something?
This was the guard.
Oh.
No, the mage I killed.
Oh, the mage killed. Okay.
I'm gonna take the rope off of the mage that was killed, and use it to, like, bind the door shut of the
As-
closet.
Okay, well, and I would say that Kindred, you do find that he does have a book on him, and it has started to destroy itself in the same process as the other one. You can see the little pages start burning.
I'm just gonna flip to a page and just see what I can read really quick because I'm out of spell slots.
Make an intelligence check.
I kind of like lean over to Kindred. There's a lot of books downstairs in the.
18.
18. You can see Mage Hand is one of the spells he has.
What a crock, and I just throw it.
Oh, he was trying to change his career.
Oh,
All right, so
Anything else on him though, besides just the book, or no?
he didn't seem to have a whole lot on him. He has like a really wicked-looking dagger.
I will take that dagger.
How did his shoes look? They look good. Good shoes.
Good shoes. Probably
Shoes.
sounds like a size 11, size 12, somewhere in there.
Ooh, I can
Yeah,
do
too
this.
small.
Nikos.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So,
Are we actually gonna go down there and find this Amaranth and attack her?
well, we should at least go catch up to our party members. But out of the room, how many actual bodies are still there?
Bodies?
Yes.
Yeah, there was probably about like 11 or so, I want to say, as I think, because I think there was 5 mages and I think there was 6 of the guards.
Okay.
Quetzalcoatlus looks a little hungry.
I was actually gonna say, can he grab him and just like throw him outside so that way they don't come in here and just see a slew of bodies and automatically know something's up?
Or
Well,
eat
there's
them?
also bodies inside of the other room that we were in.
And a big hole in the wall.
Yeah.
Point over to
He points
And,
over
like,
to
a
the giant,
burn mark,
yeah,
and the lightning, and the.
with crackling thunder.
It's already.
I just didn't
past
want to make
that.
it obvious if we're going to be facing a really powerful mage and then they see something and immediately go check on their powerful mage.
Yeah, it
I
could be
think
our
true.
allies that find it too.
True. And if we take out the very powerful mage, then it's kind of like an intimidation. Like, we took out Amrath. Who are you?
What if you take the bodies and you arrange them into letters, and it says help?
This
I have
way.
to thank God, Sandra, you're not there, and you're over here with
I
me.
know.
So I'll just drag him into the pile and just be like, well, if he's hungry, waste not, want not.
Okay.
I'll whisper to Quetzalcoatlus in Sylvan.
Sweet one.
Yeah. Go for it.
His frills just come out like,
Like it goes down like starts pecking at like some of the bodies. And then it's
Iskra
kinda like,
grimaces.
Ben's also
Big-
eating some too.
Ooh,
Finn.
bunch of
Ooh.
psychopaths with your psychopets. Okay.
even Malzahar's
They
taking it
know the
off.
flavor of
Malzahar's like.
human.
Anyway, we're not gonna go there.
Yeah.
Poor
Well-
Black. He was hungry too.
What I could do if we end up going downstairs is I can leave the Quetzalcoatlus just outside, and
Warren.
where these stairs that we're gonna go down.
Just have him give a loud screech if there's something coming.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll take one light look around. Like, we're not forgetting anything, are we?
Well, they're tied up.
Our backs.
They're all
So-
dead.
I pull out the goggles of night vision that you gave me like before we came to the Vault of Sages, and I give it back to you because I've been carrying these for a while.
I just push it back because it point to the hallway. Like, it's about to get dark again, and I want you to be able to see where you're punching.
Fair enough. I'll keep them for now.
Sandra, it looks like that thing's coming closer.
And then I guess we'll start heading downstairs unless y'all got something else you need to do.
How does everyone feel? Everyone feels okay? You hurt?
I
mean,
mean,
I got-
I'm still not okay about killing that mage, but otherwise, yeah.
You
I mean, I
hear
have a bump.
through the spies members. Hello. Hello.
Hey,
Are you there?
Alan?
Ellen?
Aelin,
Hey. Hi.
It's on there.
Where are you? Are you okay? Are you safe? Are you hurt? What's going on?
You can hear. He's like, well, I'm fine. A bit, shaken, but we're making progress here in the city. Are you guys okay? I can't believe this actually working. I've been trying to contact you for ages. I feel like.
Yeah,
You
we're
must
fine.
be close.
Well, I'm in the city, if that's what you're wondering. I brought some friends. I don't know if you've looked outside the city lately, but there's a bit of a thing going on.
We could hear.
Aiden, why are you talking to yourself? There's a fucking dragon!
Shh. I'm on the phone. Technically. Shh. Daddy's talking now. Be quiet. Because I thought about that, but it is telepathic, so he's not like talking out loud. Yeah, unless
your
he's
friends
switched.
that you were talking about.
Goddamn! Just everybody just shows up all of a sudden.
Let
I
me
can't wait to
approve
meet
them
Iskra.
into this.
Yeah. Oh my God. No. So it was like, we're here in the city, but just fighting off dragons and what? Where did the fucking dragon come from?
It came out of a
Dinner.
giant airship, but Soul took care of that, I think.
Oh yeah, how did that go, Soul?
Wait, there's an airship here. Another one.
A really big one,
Well,
yeah.
we might have destroyed it. As I look at Soul.
Well, as I was
boy. Well,
trying.
I mean, okay, yeah, another airship. That's good.
Why,
Okay.
What's going on?
Nothing. No problem. Just checking on you and seeing how things were going. Glad you're okay. Hopefully you get that airship thing sorted. That could cause some problems for the rest of us if that thing gets off the ground. But we'll just deal with whatever we can.
We took down a magical barrier here at the Vault of Sages.
Right.
And
That's probably
we're
why we
trying to
couldn't
go
get
after
through with you.
Amaranth.
All right. Well, just be safe. I guess we're
Wait.
gonna keep trying to take back the city.
Do
I'm sorry.
not do want us to take the airship.
I mean, as if it doesn't get off the ground, then that's better for us, for the rest of us. The other airships are currently busy, so don't worry about those. But if another one comes up, that could be a problem.
Looking around, like knowing where the airship was parked, we go
On
to
the
a
other side of
balcony
the stairs, it's like facing the stairwell on the. That's the inside of the
I was
garden
about
area.
to ask the same thing,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, can
I
we
turned
just
my
run to
attention
like
that
the
way.
window or like try to look to see like
Up the stairs, you get to that first balcony area and look outside. Make a perception
full on like
check.
face against the glass?
Go ahead and take a look. Look, see there. Make a perception check.
Iskra, are you doing it too?
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Can I just give you advantage?
Sure.
My perception sucks.
So does mine.
Oh.
It's a good thing that you gave me advantage, though.
I rolled a 9.
Because I rolled a natural 1 on my first one, and then a 19 on my second. So,
Nice.
Nice.
and then plus 3, so 22.
All right. So looking outside, you can see that there is smoke still coming from the bridge of the airship of the Fang that's still sitting outside in the courtyard.
Do you see it?
Yes. Yeah, it's still there, and looks like it's burning.
But like full burning, or like maybe they can like salvage it burning.
Well, the control room's burning, so our plan probably worked.
I had to make escape, and I made myself look like a attendant, and I tried to make flame where I put webbing and the bomb, so I don't know
Well,
if
it
it
looked like
took
it
or
worked.
not.
I don't
It's-
know if it's detonated. Does it look like?
With that perception check, it doesn't look like anything exploded. It just looks like there's smoke coming from that's kind of like coming out from the doorway and stuff.
The bombs might not have gone off.
Hey guys, side mission. You want to go help everyone else take back the city by getting rid of the airship, or do we want to chance it with Amaranth? That we can't kill because she's a lich and has phylacteries anyway.
I like the first
Only
one.
if that's proven.
It's proven. She told me.
Yeah, I think we should help out where we can.
Okay, well, we'll stay right here. If y'all want to, can you make your way up to the stairs? Are y'all okay? Are y'all trapped?
We're
Good,
in a non-blinking contest with this imp, but I think I'm winning because my eyelids don't get dry. So
Oh, God damn it. No vising needed for Sonder ever.
Wow, he always wins staring hunt.
Amazing.
but yeah, we can come up. We can come upstairs.
Okay, well,
Well,
we're right here. If y'all need anything, just let us know and we'll rush down.
if we need the airship destroyed now, I can send Quetzalcoatlus to start attacking it.
Just call him Quetzal.
Pick.
But he's hungry.
Oh, how many people can ride on it?
He's not eating anything.
Oh.
He like pecked at it a little and was like,
Yeah.
He's like, I
Um,
can't fly on a full stomach.
Finn, on the other hand, has been eating at it. Little by little.
He knows the taste
Ugh.
of human.
You know what that means? Yeah, you're gonna have to put him down now. That's unfortunate.
Jesus.
Don't worry, I'll do it. It'll be fine.
Another
Nope.
death bell.
Yeah,
Encounter.
that's Death Bell's veterinary
Remember-
services.
If Finn dies, Galil's coming for the DM next.
Ooh,
Gonna
I'm
break
going
that
to
fourth
fight
barrier.
God.
Yeah.
if I
All right.
don't.
So, what are you doing?
How many
I'm gonna
people can
wait
ride
for
on
them.
that thing?
Good question.
Like two
I kind of like
human
look, I kind of
size.
look at Soul.
Soul's pretty big. It can carry him, or it can carry
Hmm.
maybe like two regular sized people.
Yeah.
Yeah. How far is the airship from
If
us?
Soul turns into a flea
there.
and gets on one of us, and two of us get on the Quetzalcoatl,
I can no longer change into animals until I have time to rest.
I as well have. I still have some energy inside of me, but it's depleting.
I think we all need to rest a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't think we need anyone to accompany the Quetzalcoatlus. I can just have it go and attack.
At least
Ship.
at least an hour.
What are you
You
guys,
guys
doing?
think that we should just hijack the...
If the
Airship
control
instead
room
of blow
hasn't
it up?
detonated, then
Let's-
maybe we can just salvage it and fly it instead.
I'm all for
Mm.
that as well. Let's just head that way. I don't want to split us up anymore and again.
So take over the airship.
If only we had somebody who knew how to do maintenance on the ship, like
As
some
I,
kind
like,
of mechanic, you know.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
not with
that's
us
so
yet.
weird.
As I point to Iskra, I'm like,
Um,
Daddy, what's he talking
So-
about?
just so you know, the first time I was there, or maybe it was the second time, but I sent spiders inside the controlling with webs, so I don't know if it will fly.
Well, let's
Hmm.
find out.
By the
No?
way, as me and Sandra are running up, I'm keeping an eye out to see if anything's following us.
Yeah.
Okay, make a perception check.
Same, because it's
Scary.
19.
19.
Can I help?
Well, you can make your own. I mean, this situation, it's not like you can give. It's like the same with like Kindred and Iskra just now. There's no way for him to give her better eyesight, but
I was like, I see
or
smoke
whatever.
that way. No,
yeah.
That way, over
So
there.
like you can
over
make
there.
your own perception check.
Look this
in,
way.
in this case, in these
Yeah,
kind of
okay.
situations, you know what I mean?
Don't forget to breathe before you look, honey. I got a 15.
15. Okay. You don't hear anything necessarily pattering after you, but the feeling of the oppressive darkness is very strong, and it seems to follow you up the stairs.
So it's like so it's like whenever you turn off the light in the living
Yeah.
room, you're
Yes,
kind of like
and you
running
run
up the door to your
yes,
bedroom.
yes. That feeling of like
Jump in bed.
the faster you go, the more it feels like the shadows go with you. Even though there's no like intensity to the light,
That's not creepy.
That's perfect. That's great.
That's
and
a very
then,
good lighting
and then
for
you
you.
have like a health bar right there next to you. You only have three points of health. That's your
Fallen.
you have 3 charges. We have Adam with 3 charges right there. Yeah, that's perfect.
There you go.
Before
Nice.
Steve, that one up here is like already gone.
Yeah. So
That's
okay,
4.
that's right. Yeah, I got it. 4 charges to Adam. After that, he rolls a d20, and if he rolls lower than something, he explodes. All right. So, wow, we get so way off track. As that darkness kind of
Play like
creeps
this.
you,
Wow.
as it kind of creeps on you, only then because no one can see you when you lay down, sir. They'll find you. Galil,
Yes, ma'am.
there is a
Something behind you.
calm. There is a call that kind of pulls you down, or it pulls your attention back down the hallway.
Uh-oh.
But
I
it's
look.
briefly fleeting. It's just like something is pulling at your attention downstairs. But you get to the first floor, and as you get to the entrance into the stairwell that leads into this main hall, you kind of hesitate for a moment, and it's just kind of like something just nagging at the back of your head.
Do I notice this?
No, this is just for Galil.
That he's feeling, or that he
It's
looks like.
a sense, a feeling, or a sense that he is having.
I'll look
And then
back.
and you see nothing but the empty hallway that you just exited from, but something pulls to you down there. But you guys come up to the main hall and you see the mess of a disaster field that you guys have created in the main hall of the Vault of Sages. What are you guys doing next?
They both come up to us.
This is fine.
I'm gonna hold my hand out and Spies Murmur Sonder. If it's really you, can you put both hands up and hop on one foot?
I do it, and then I hop on one foot.
And then I'll just do the same thing to Galil.
And I flick him off.
That's good enough for me. Okay, it's y'all.
So are we
Phil-
not attacking Amaranth anymore? Now we going on airship?
Yeah. I mean, we could double our airship potential.
We could.
Iskra's
And I know how to
definitely
fly it
torn.
now.
But yeah.
I really want to take out Amaranth because she knows everything.
We need to find more information about her.
I point to Sonder. I'm like, I actually agree with Sonder this time.
If
Full-heartedly.
But we tried that. What's the next chance that we're gonna have?
When we have more information, I can plan a better attack.
she
What if
is a
this
lich,
the only time.
if she's a
Galil.
lich, then
No, you're fine. Galil, you just have that pull gets stronger the more you're talking about it. It's almost like an anxiousness.
Do I notice Galil's face?
Make an insight check.
do I?
Make an insight
I
check.
felt that darkness, and I was going to say, did you feel that ick?
It
as
is
we were
icky feeling.
Yep.
21.
Okay.
Roll for deception for me.
Okay.
No.
Nat
Okay.
20 plus 5.
Deception.
25.
Can I roll on insight?
Oh, plus 6. My bad.
Are you okay?
I roll an insight.
Yeah.
Oh,
Counter your insight, by the way.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah, you do.
All right. So he looks like he looks back at the hallway, but his face doesn't seem any more emotion filled than his normal face, which means 0. But you know, it's just something's down there, something that you need.
Galil, are you okay? You keep looking down there.
Yeah, I'm good.
You sure?
Are we gonna go?
Yeah, let's head to the airship, and I'll start walking. the direction that I think would lead us to the airship or to the door out to the courtyard?
Sure.
I'll have to fight the crew.
I'd rather fight a crew than Amaranth.
Yeah.
Especially at all of our weakened state. I mean,
We get
Yes.
slaughtered, and she hasn't lifted the finger.
Nope.
From what we know.
So let me tell you first, just in case this changes your mind or helps your mind. I presented myself as an attendant to the airship, making it seem like the one attacking them was Amaranth herself. Do we want to possibly
Keep that narrative.
Oh,
yes.
That's a good point.
Yeah. If we can turn the if we can turn them against Amaranth, then maybe we can weaken her forces.
well, let's.
We're not going to be able to get them to fight the dragon, though.
Yeah,
Right.
and if we overtake the airship, then that's at least something we have to maybe occupy the dragon's time and attention. Let's go check it out. As I kind of keep continuing to try to walk that way.
Okay.
Or to,
You-
or to escape if we have to. Yeah, I kind of like walk with him.
I'll tell the Quetzalcoatlus to go high in the sky to keep an eye out in case danger approaches us.
Okay. I was literally about to ask you what you're gonna do with that. Perfect. All right. So the Quetzalcoatlus flies out the window. I should have done that with one of the voice mods. That would have been an interesting sound to hear. Okay. I can't help it. I kind of really want to know what that would sound like.
That was worth it.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
As long as
not bad.
As long as it was worth it. That's all that matters. Okay, so it goes flying out the hole that it had created in the large, open windowed wall, and flies out up and overhead. You guys managed to continue down the hallway that across from where you guys had started. And in the process, then you get to the door that leads out into the open courtyard of the area. Then you can see that where there had been smoke coming from the bridge of the ship or the control section, there is no longer smoke coming there. But you do see that there is some crew kind of from where you're at that kind of moving about the ship. But it doesn't seem like it is in the process of going anywhere. So you can either continue through going inside the school, I would say, or can go across the open courtyard from where the closest entrance is. Because right now you're at the closest entrance into the courtyard from where you guys were at. If you're wanting to get to that particular like open area that on that first floor, you would have to continue to go through the school and come back around the back. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Do the crew members look like the fighting type?
Make perception check.
Okay.
Or Iskra, from what you saw, do they?
I know that they definitely had
Yeah.
guards.
Not 20. 28.
I mean,
But then the crew looked like not exactly pirates.
Sky
The one
Pirates.
chasing
They're
me,
Sky
what did that
Pirates.
one look like?
They're sky pirates?
I mean, that's like the basic. You know, they look capable. They're not in quote unquote uniform, but they're not all just in like raggedy clothes or just mishmash of things either. They look like a crew of a ship, and they did not lack for weapons or ferocity.
Maybe those of us who can turn into attendants.
I immediately run back to the pile of bodies and just look through the best looking Thayan robes, I just would take them off and just straight pull them over me. The one that looks like it could fit.
Honestly, if we approach them, like, I'll just go up myself. I think I've got something I could say.
That's
Still-
great.
That might
Still
work.
put on a Thayan robe.
Yeah, they do know you.
Yeah,
They don't
I was-
know us to be enemies just yet, I think.
I
I
was
could
just
be
about to
able-
ask,
go
Iskra, isn't
with
this
you.
the same? Is this the same airship that you had lunch dinner on?
I visited, yes.
Okay, and what was the guy's name that you had dinner with? Is this his ship also?
Yes, it's Lord Frostborn's ship.
I
Okay.
can go with you.
Okay.
I think if we want to board, I could tell them that the rebels attacked, but we were able to fend them off, and now we need to
Seek
you know,
refuge.
Yeah, take
Oh,
flight
hop on
to get out
board
of
the
here.
ship. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. That's
But
As I'm like holding up one of the robes, I'm sure
they
it's bloody
definitely
and kind
won't
of burned.
engage the
And
dragon since that's Lord Frostborn riding it. So
He won't blow up his own ship if he knows that you're not a, you know, if you're on it and you're known as a trusted person.
or it's like a catch-22. He can't blow up his own ship if he knows we're on it, so he won't attack it. It's the perfect thing.
well,
It
and
is.
then the crew won't attack him either. So
But we attack them. But we'll be inside, so if he wants to edit, either the dragon's got to land on a tiny ship and crush it, or he just waits and we're safe for now.
I
'Cause
think
Go ahead.
well, if they're almost done putting out the fire, I guess they could fly it at any time. So
So
If we
I
take
think
them
yeah,
now,
we
then
should all go
think so.
together, and then Iskra and Sonder, if you want to go and talk in person. But I think we should all approach at the same time.
sounds good. We are a group. They know us as a group.
They have never seen me before, just so you know. I mean, not like me.
Yeah.
okay, I'll still keep the Thayan robe on if it worked,
Okay.
and then we'll just walk with the others.
Even the very best of the ones that you find, I mean, it is,
tattered.
yeah, it's still battle worn, as it were. There's some battle damage on it, whether it's from char marks of flame to a couple of bloodied marks here and there. But with a little bit of work, you're like kind of try and do the best that you can. Okay.
Prestidigitation to help clean it up.
You're a survivor, if
Thank you.
anything.
Okay.
And if there's any blood marks, then I will wash it away with.
All
My
right.
monster.
So what
I've
is
already got
at
it.
the moment? What is the
Boats.
plan? So you
Head
guys
to
are
the
going through the head, yeah. But are you going to the airship from across the courtyard, or are you going through the school to get to that top floor where the on ramp is? Because there's no way to get if you're going to sneak on the ship. Sure, go across the courtyard. But if you're trying to go walk up to the ship, you'd have to go to the loading dock.
So loading
Basically.
dock.
Okay.
Loading
we
Yeah.
have to go through the school.
Yeah,
to be able to
that's
actually
through
get
the
on
school.
board. So
Yeah.
Do we go pick up our equipment on the way?
If it's on the way,
It could be on the
Third.
way. It's on the third floor, and then you would have to go back around and then come back down again.
oh no, I don't
Ooh.
want to go upstairs if we don't have to.
I don't have
Okay,
anything in the
we'll come
room.
back to it.
Do you have any spells that lets you jump down or fall nicely?
I have key points to do that.
Can't we just send Renan to go pick it up?
And I have energy.
Hey, just because I've got
Oh,
wings
yeah.
doesn't mean I'm turning into your errand boy.
I mean, those wings should be used for something.
Mm. You did want to exercise them. Now would be the perfect time.
And it'll be faster.
I'll remember this. Don't think I won't forget.
Yeah.
He kind of just narrows
Throws a
his eyes.
little throws a little lightning, and you think you're a god.
As I assume I'm like arm in arm with Iskra as we start walking upstairs.
All right. So, what is happening? Is you're sending Renan to go get your stuff?
No.
No. Okay. So you're just going up
No.
the stairs to get your
Yeah,
stuff.
well,
Whatever
it's
thing.
on the way.
Yeah. I mean, it can be. It's a slight detour, but you can make it work.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay then.
Together we'll be okay.
All right. Make a stealth check for me as you guys are going up there, just to kind of see how much commotion you're making.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Yay, 20.
Oh, we're all going together, right?
Yes. In the process, so P.S. I mean, go ahead and roll, but Soul, out of curiosity, you have no mental link with your creation, correct?
No, it's just a concentration.
Like, you don't have like a telepathic bond with it?
Right.
No, I just tell it what I want it to do when it's,
With you.
or I don't know. I guess I could maybe whisper it in Sylvan in the air.
Okay, Gandalf. Whatever.
Baby, come back.
Or I just assume you would have told it to screech if it saw something.
Well, what I told it is to stay high up and keep
Screech
an
if it
eye
saw
out
Something.
Keep an eye out.
if it seems like we're in danger.
Okay.
Also, I got a 26 on stealth.
26 on stealth. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You guys managed to get to your rooms without too much of an issue.
Okay, because
there is one close call where you do see some guards that are kind of patrolling through the hallways. But now knowing a method of using Kindred's Malzahar as a kind of like preemptive hall checker, you're able to kind of circumnavigate that enough to where you get to your rooms, gather what belongs you have, making sure you're not leaving anything behind. Before you make your way down and start heading towards the opposite side of the ship. Or opposite side to the ship, I should say. As you are, what are you going to go through? Now, this is one of my last. You either can pass through the hallways on the side, the windowed halls on the west side of the building, or you can go through the what would account to be, let's see, is this first floor? No. The lounges, the dining halls, and the kitchens of the first floor. So you either go one side where it's like all the windows, or you go on the other side where there is more cover from outside, but there is more chance of running into people.
If we go the window route.
If you go you either go the window route where there's more open visibility ish, or you go through the dining halls, basically where you guys had been at before. Yeah, you pass through that same area where the dining hall had been, where you guys were at before. Your choice.
Let's just.
I want to. I think we can go through the. Let's go the window route, and then I'll just create steam on the windows as we go.
Okay.
I think that is a good idea.
So
I'm for it.
taking that route, as you guys go through the lower sections, go ahead and make another stealth check for me. With advantage, using Saunders' steam as he walks down the lengths of the corridors, kind of extending an arm to each side. The steam kind of follows you, kind of obscuring your vision and visage.
Sonder is so steamy.
$16.
23.
3-2. Hey.
Okay. So,
21.
as the steam it doesn't quite it doesn't it's not like it makes fog, but it makes the area, you do steam up the windows and the kind of the surrounding area. You guys almost travel in this little steam cloud bubble as it continues along the way.
It's like Titanic. Put your hand on the glass.
Wow, that was a random callback, and that gave me some kind of feels. Woof.
Oh God.
Woof.
Anyway, so passing through that area, Soul, you are the first to hear it. This loud, shrieking cry. And it's just as you reach the edges of the school, of the hallway itself, at the far end, you hear this large cry, followed by what sounds like just the craziest roar that kind of vibrates and rumbles the glass around where you guys are standing right now. This large, what's the word I'm looking for? This large dragon scream. Just like minus the fire, because this is all I had. But minus the fire. But a large like yell that kind of makes the windows themselves like shake and vibrate. You see briefly, and this sounds like it's coming from the inner courtyard. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
That's a 1.
Wow, why does this always happen to you? You don't.
I don't know.
But but your attention is drawn to that direction. The same was everybody else. You hear the loud sound of like impact, and the windows kind of shake with what sounds like some sort of impact in the center area, followed by the sounds of like more screeching and snapping, snarling, and tearing. For a brief moment, a splash of red flies up against the windows.
Oh shit.
I think
And
your
you're-
bird's dead.
That connection with the Quetzalcoatlus
giraffe bird?
seems dropped. And
So-
gone.
Okay. So dragon is back.
You hear outside like the roar again as it like vibrates around the area, and everything kind of like shakes and rumbles again for a moment, and then you hear the sound of the wings that just kind of beat whoosh, whoosh, as it like takes back off into the air. It does seem like the Quetzalcoatlus was noticed and quickly hunted down.
Okay.
But like you guys didn't seem to be noticed in that moment. As it does, you can hear it like flying out back towards the city again. Is from what it sounds like.
So, Aelin, the dragon came to us, but it's on its way back. You maybe have seconds to do anything that y'all need to do without it being there.
Yeah, you can hear what sounds like him running. We noticed. Get back with you in a moment.
Who are you talking to, Aelin? Stop now!
All right, you guys get to the airship, and it is there. The doors open. You can see like some of the deckhands are on the top of the ship, and they're just kind of like looking out over the opposite edge of the ship at the moment.
Maybe I'm spice murmuring. Maybe we can use this to our advantage and say that we appreciate that the Quetzalcoatlus, or we shouldn't call it by that name, but
I know the name.
yeah,
The giraffe bird is
that
dead.
it is no longer a threat to us.
Definitely.
That sounds good.
Or Iskra should just take lead, because they probably have already seen her. She should run up and panic and be like, thank God you're here or something.
Amaranth went crazy. Crazy.
I mean, went mad.
I mean, she had us trapped in the entire ship, or in the entire castle.
Well, as far as they know, they're still under the guise that I'm Amaranth's friend and y'all are my personal bodyguards.
Mm.
Which-
Just say that we were sent out to go help with the attack out in the city.
Right. We are given special permission to guard the airship since it looks like it might be under attack.
We both look at Iskra.
How-
You,
Sound good?
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Are you okay with what are your thoughts?
I was going to tell them rebels attacked, and Amaranth must be leading them because it came from the inside. She's making a power play.
Ooh.
Let's mention the bird as well, that we were held back by it or something in regards.
The attendants killed almost everyone.
Absolutely.
There's bodies everywhere inside.
Iskra. Bind my hands.
Are we? Do any of us? No, I guess that's fine. If we covered in blood, that means battle. Okay.
And
Okay.
punch me.
I go ahead.
Wait.
Do it. Just do it.
You
Punch
want
me.
Iskra to punch you.
Renan
Yes.
comes over and punches you on the side of the face.
Damn it.
That works.
I do a
Take me
quick follow
hostage.
through.
It's time to beat
You
the
know
kindred.
what? Thunder step out.
I'm out. Yo, fuck you. Fuck you guys. I'm out of here.
Soul walks up.
So,
Oh shit. We all get in a line.
beat the shit out of me and force the information out that Amaranth is making a power play. As she'll
There's
take me
all a line
hostage.
plus more people coming
All the people that are slit at throats.
Everyone like
with different weapons that they're casting.
Oh, like
My
an
God.
airplane.
Yeah.
that a whip?
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
so yeah,
You guys-
y'all beat the shit out of me, took me from my squad and got the information out, and that's how y'all know this. You're taking me hostage.
Perfect.
All right, I'll follow suit.
All right.
You-
I
Go ahead.
just grab her and start walking forcefully.
You,
That's
you,
it? No.
you grab Kindred and you kind of make a quick look around at everybody. Renan notices you look too. He's like, wait, aren't we missing one? Where
What?
did that bastard go? You see that Galil is no longer with you.
God damn it.
Come there. What are you doing?
Why does he always leave? Every single.
Like,
God damn.
well, I bet I know where he went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one time I put a tracking device when he was asleep up his butt, so we can track.
Oh, that is good.
Oh my god!
I'm kidding.
Okay.
Oh.
It's a good thing Galil shits every day.
Oh man, this is going downhill fast.
Let me
Anyway,
check it.
Is Finn with us at least, or is he gone
no,
too?
Finn is gone as well.
Oh man. Well,
As you guys are noticing this,
that's a good
Galil.
thing.
Galil. As quickly and as quietly as possible, you had split away from your friends. And moving with as much haste and as stealthily as possible, your heart beats with excitement. This is a risky move, even for you. But that voice in your head, in the back of your head, this is tied to something much bigger. You get to the stairwell just as Amaranth is walking up it. The little her bone staff at the side. She's tall. She stands taller now than she had before. Doesn't look as weak as she had before.
So, I am not the only one with the gift of sight, I see. The waters call to you, don't they? You feel the pool. Do
And
not,
that's where we're going to take a break. No.
do not fear. I have foreseen this. I know what is coming. Almost as well as you do. Follow me. I will lead you to your destiny. Your future awaits, child of the moon.
She turns and starts hobbling down the stairs. You take a deep breath and follow. And that is where we will end for
We'll
tonight.
end for tonight.
Damn it, Galil.
Just had to go and be special.
So you let me have Renan take a free hit at me for you to just pull some bullshit.
Hey, or else Galil would have already
Yeah.
taken some anger out.
Yeah, Galil would have been the first one to punch you. Are you kidding me?
No hesitation.
Exactly.
No hesitation.
Dude,
That
that should
should-
left his
That
lips.
should have
like,
been first
hit me.
sign.
Done.
Yes. Oh my god, I am so excited. I am so excited. All right. Well,
Can we level up?
Almost. He says almost.
I mean, you do qualify for a level up. But at the moment, if you leveled up, it would reset everything. Which
Would
Yeah,
be our
that's true. That's
Would
true.
would we get our
yeah.
health back?
Sure.
And
Yeah,
get our
everything. That's what I'm
things
saying.
back?
It would get
Everything.
everything would get reset.
I
So
start ritual
technically
casting
we're
the
level
dome.
10, but without the benefits of it.
I ritual cast the
We
dome.
need to sleep on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh.
you will be leveling up as soon as you are able to take that long rest, I will say.
Go to sleep.
So if we do the dome now, we all level up, but Galil won't.
That's
well, I-
true.
Technically.
'Cause he needs to like.
All right.
I mean,
well,
what am I doing down there?
We'll have to wait
Yeah,
and find
yeah,
out next week.
Let's hope you're sitting down there for an hour sipping tea with Amaranth.
Alright,
But this is gonna be hella exciting. All right, guys.
I think
well,
I could still make this work. I think Iskra could concoct a scheme here.
All right. Yeah, I'm sure we can figure something out. I'm sure you guys are y'all clever people. You can figure something out.
Remember when?
Go ahead.
Oh, remember when he said, if you ever wanted to devise a scheme to kill off your
Oh yes, yes.
Yeah.
Iskra knows what's up.
play off of that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We'll figure something out. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned to our Twitter for more updates, as we will have some more announcements coming up soon. And we will see you on the next round. Bye.
And up next is a memorial service for Taryn and Laz.
Who's keep a couple
Because
moments
of
silence.
Sonder. Because of those freaking people who worship Bahamut.
Yeah, you know.
Next time on Game of Santos.
Dum dum dum.
Fake news. Fake news.